welcome everyone to Strixhaven, a curriculum of chaos. We have some new members here today, new students to go on this riotous journey. So we're gonna do some quick introductions all the way around. Some of these will be very familiar faces to you if you watch any of the other stuff on this channel, and I thank them for joining us today. We will do this as we normally do, where you just say who you are, where we can find you, and the name of your character. But we'll do like the description and stuff like that all in-game when your character shows up. So we're gonna start there, and then I'm gonna say other stuff, and then we're probably gonna play D&D. So I hope you're ready for that portion. Starting in my top left though, Drak, please introduce yourself and who you're playing today.
Hi, I'm Drakoniques, or Drak for short. I use he, they pronouns. And today I'm playing Ash. He also uses he, they pronouns. He is a beast-hide shifter artificer. You'll see he's a big boy, that's what I'm gonna say. But yeah, I'm very stoked to play today.
Excellent. Thank you very much. And thanks for joining in my top right. I look at the screen and it's technically my, I don't know. Justin, please say your name so I don't have to.
The name is currently ThyrixSyx. It will be changing probably within
your
like 2
character
weeks.
name, because I don't know what that little like the little D with the thing is. Like I don't know how to say that.
So I go by he, as does my character, Skodos Glass. It's literally between a T and a D. It's like a T is like the t, and then D is like back more. It's like literally like right in the middle.
Every time I talk to you, I'm gonna have a difficulty pronouncing something that your character is doing.
I like to make creative fantasy names.
I respect it. Everyone got a nat 20, by the way, except me.
Woo!
Damn it.
As it should be.
But
yes.
you can use that
everyone.
at any point in time today. So thank you very much, Justin, for joining us on this journey. Returning one Stellaluna. Stella, where can we find you and who are you playing today?
Hi everyone, I'm stellaluna here on Twitter. Twitch, and I am stellaluna TV on Twitter. Please excuse if I get weird or tired. I just got my booster shot. Today I'm going to be playing Sorry, Deerkin Barbarian.
Yes.
I have my grandma.
You have your grandma, which looking forward to this portion of it. To my south, underneath me, Spice. Wait, Spice. I have a step on you.
Why did I look up?
Damn it, dude. Spice, who are you playing today?
All right, Spice8Rack. You can. I'm Spice8Rack. You can find me on Twitter at Spice8Rack. You can find me on YouTube at Spice8Rack. You can find me on Twitch at Spice8Rack. And today I'm going to be playing Glomp, who also uses he/him pronouns, not unlike the person who is playing this character.
Glomp with the dancing and the castanets. Yes, welcome back. And my last little bean for today, SimplyJXN. Leslie, who are you playing today?
Hi, my name is Leslie, or SimplyJXN. SimplyJXN here on Twitch, but you can call me Jen, Jixon, whatever people usually do when I visit their channel and they're just like, I don't know how to say your name.
I like that last one.
And I, according to instruction, will not tell you anything about my character except for her name is Nellyanne.
Nellyanne. Yes. Yes. And we already have 15 retweets on the Go Live tweet, so I need a D20 from everyone to find out who gets a secondary nat 20. So there you go. And if you would like to provide more awesomeness to your friends here on screen, you can also retweet that tweet. That'd be super sick.
I rolled a 7.
Skodos. I don't know how, I'm never gonna be able to say that correctly.
You said it fine.
Okay.
It's Skodos.
If you want
Skodos.
if you want to go more T for it, if you want to go more D for it, that's fine.
Okay. Wait, there are goblins at Strixhaven. Yes, absolutely. Okay,
Yes, there
Glomp,
are.
what did you roll?
I rolled a 10.
A 10?
You
Okay.
rolled a 10.
Nellyanne picking up
Hi.
another nat 20 because it looks like you need it. And for my 2 returning cast members, be thinking about if you want to do a recap while I say some words real quick. I wrote them down. I hope everyone's proud. Welcome to Strixhaven Curriculum of Chaos! Thank you to Wizards of the Coast for the early access! ! Strixhaven in the chat to find out where you can pre-order it on any of your digital platforms or physically in a book somewhere. There are 2 ways our viewers can interact with this game. You can invoke Fate by using Fate for various different effects. $5 for a reroll, $10 for a nat 20, $20 for a draw from the deck of many. Please be sure to identify the player you want to influence, otherwise I have no idea, and it never gets used. Second, every 10 retweets will grant the nat 20 to a random player at the table. And you can find the tweet linked in the chat right now, probably. Thanks. Cool. My returning characters, my young, in need of magical education people. Would you like to do a recap for last time? Would you like to volunteer and get yourself another nat 20? Or do I need to do it?
Sorry, do you want a high roll to see who does the
Yeah,
recap?
sure. Let's roll. All right.
14.
16. Shit. All right.
You're on it.
All right. Well, you see, day 1 at Strixhaven was actually pretty okay. We rolled up and we went on a scavenger hunt. We went throughout the main grounds there in the Biblioplex. And we first assisted dear old Rosie in the cafe. Got some free food. It was real nice. Then we went on and we did some gardening.
That's
Little souvenir.
Yeah, it's gardening.
Yeah. And then from there on, we there was a lever involved at some point, and we discovered a secret in the wall. And at some point, we were heading off to the some kind of acting area, and there were some very strange things going on. One of which was a box that decided to attack us. But we made quick work of it.
That
Especially,
box tongued my friends.
yes.
He's not having it.
You can only tongue with consent, and there was no consent from that box, so we put
Not
it
at
in
all.
its place.
Mm-hmm.
And we found some strange liquid, some kind of viscous, inky something, and we put it in a vial. And I want to say that one of us has the vial that is present here with us,
I believe Glomp
and not
does.
off screen.
Yeah, I believe Glomp does.
I
All right.
fully do.
Excellent.
One vial of weird liquid.
Yes.
I'm very excited to eventually meet those people that were doing something called role playing. They were doing some kind of live action something. It was something about griffins and gabbernats. I don't know. I don't remember, but I'm sure whatever it was exciting, and I want to see some of that action.
Yes. It was Behirs versus Beholders.
That's the
Just
one.
in
I was
case-
so close.
Just in
I
case
love that.
anyone was curious about that. Yeah, that's what happened last time. And what we're going to do is jump ahead a little bit. You have been at school for a couple of weeks now with your friends, learning and studying maybe, and hopefully having a good time. Hopefully. Finals are coming up soon though. And it's getting to be a little bit stressful. So we try to find some relaxation wherever we can. And today, that's going to be in the Fireholt Cafe. It is the most popular place in Strixhaven to grab a tea or a coffee, chat with friends, study among the hustle and bustle of a typical day on campus. The cafe's interior is clean and well lit. The walls are decorated with fun, cartoonish scenes animated by permanent illusion magic. And well-known scenes include a jovial frog in a wizard's hat stirring a cauldron, a dancing trio of lightning bolts with grinning faces, and a raven wearing a cravat sipping daintily from a cup of coffee held in one wing. Go ahead. We'll just pull up the map for Fireholt Cafe, right?
Woo!
So we find some of our friends here, and we'll go through a little bit of an introduction on things that might be happening here. And I do need to grab one more token, as I forgot to get Nellyanne on this
I
particular
was gonna
page.
say my screen's black.
It's so dark.
I can't see nothing.
It's so dark. Yeah,
Lost in the
we'll place
void.
you up here for
I'm just
right.
asleep forever.
Eternal sleep. We clean us all eventually.
no. Oh,
That's have a
goodness
really rough day at
gracious.
school.
Oh, that's bad. So, as we are relaxing here, trying to take a break from, of course, our intensive study that I know that Sari and Glomp would be doing because they are very much model students.
Studying the contents of this coffee, haha.
Ha!
I'm fully trying to convince Skodos to have an arm wrestle with me.
Okay. We find ourselves in the cafe here, where there are some study tables up from behind you, a seating area in which you are probably enjoying a tea or coffee or something like that, and the Barista Station. It's the demens of Alina Tanglewood, an elf, an employee who manages the cafe and serves as chief barista. She's a bit of a no-nonsense type, but serves a pretty mean cup of coffee. There's also a newsstand towards the back and a couple of quiet rooms behind the Barista Station as well. So here's where we would find ourselves. Sorry, Glomp, and let's just say Skodos hanging out at one of these tables. We have met Sorry and Glomp before. Who do we see sitting with them, Skodos? Give us a little description of your character.
Absolutely. So, sitting here at this table, not exactly incredibly amused by the company, is Skodos Glass, an individual of obvious wealth. His parents essentially have bought him only the finest of clothes, and have actually made sure to get him a scarf matching his desired college. He is studying for an oration test he has later on in the week, making sure he's choosing his words properly and properly memorizing them as well. He is a bit average of build, although slightly tall. He has slicked back black hair and a bit of stubble that doesn't actually seem shaved, it seems to always be stubble. Alongside him is just kind of small wisps of black ink as he's writing things down.
Excellent. Thank you. Sorry and Glomp, what are you doing at the table?
Come on, it's easy. It's easy. You'll have me in one. You'll have me in one. Just go for it. I've got a terrible center of gravity. Go on, it'll be funny. Go on.
If you go ahead and do it, I will get you a cup of coffee. All on me.
Look at
Whether or
that.
not you win. How's that
Look.
sound?
That's inciting, innit? Go on. Go on, Skodos. Give us a go, Skodos.
Well, first I would like to declare that this level of zeal is the exact reason I am not exactly the biggest fan of the Prismari. And as for you, have you ever thought about enunciating your words in much more of a clear manner? It would allow you to communicate the ideas that are going around in that head of yours much better to the masses. As for your offer, I don't need it. I have plenty of money to grab my own coffee if I drank it, and I don't. I don't need those supplements that many of these other students do. I'm quite fine by myself. Also, I'm not a man of arm sports, so no, thank you.
You just said a bunch of things, and I will be honest, I did not listen to everything that came out of your mouth, but it sounds like you could use a little bit of entertainment.
Yeah, my entertainment is not here doing random things with random students. If I wanted to have fun right now, I would be over by the newspaper helping my friend Grayson. But I am not, because I came here to study. So
I
I'm going to continue to study.
I lean into Sorry and go like, I understand that this is not very fun, but like, he's such a dork. I can't help but just be near him. It's like, I don't know. It's like watching a car crash happen, but in really slow motion. You know, the carriage crash even.
No, car crashes are now canon in Strixhaven.
I read about this, Glomp. It's called the law of attraction. Opposites attract. You, my dear good friend, are not a nerd.
I high five myself and do a sweet backflip, having heard the news.
You backflip off of the chair there in front of you.
Yes.
And yes, maybe, Skotos, as you were wondering why you were hanging out with some of your classmates from your magical physiologies class, we see someone coming down the main entry stairs who happens to be carrying a whole bunch of objects in their hands. They then trip and fall, scattering their belongings and things all over your table and the floor. Ash, please give us a description.
Yeah, so hi, Ash. He's about 6'4", 6'5" tall, like just a built dude. He's ridiculously muscular, probably like all of it's from not weightlifting but lifting heavy things. If anyone knows him, he's often in the cafe just working on some kind of invention. He's not meant to be there doing it, but he likes the noise of everyone else around. So he just does it. He just takes the whole table and just builds. Right now he's wearing probably like a very grease stained green top, just a very basic cloth top, everything like very basic. He seems like he doesn't put too much thought into his clothes because they're gonna end up dirty anyway. But the most nicest thing on him are his goggles, which he always makes sure to wear whenever he's building, and a massive, ridiculously large hammer at his side that he uses for smithing, basically. And if it comes to work with metal or just nailing nails into wood, it's honestly like a thing that he shouldn't be using for everything, but he does anyway. I think he's kind of one of those students that look like he should be an adult, but he really is just a student, though he definitely looks like he should be 30. Just way too much facial hair going on.
Nice.
And he kind of drops all of this stuff on the table, probably like knocks someone's mug of coffee off it as well, and just goes, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Let me just," and he starts picking everything up from the table really quickly.
You recognize Ash from the physiologies class as well.
As soon as...
Oh,
sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just going to say, the classic pub thing of going, "Hey!" when someone like drops a bunch of shit on the floor.
And everyone notices, obviously, and goes, "Hey!" all around the bar.
Except for Sorry. Upon realizing who this is, Sorry kind of leans into Skotos and says, I could help you study. Do you want to help? Do you need help study? I could assist you.
I'm sorry. Let me just get that off.
Let me give you a hand. Hang about. Start tossing things at you.
Start throwing things.
I start trying catching them before they hit the ground.
Is this helpful? I hope this is helpful.
No, it's not. Not that dexterity, like catch something with his foot and trying to stop everything from hitting the ground. But I think the whole time, like, he's noticed Sorry, just kind of like staring at her as he's trying to balance everything. She goes, could you, there's one, like, can you just, I'm just gonna put it, and just drops it all on the table.
Hey!
Hey, this time was on purpose.
You spilled my ink.
Oh, Scotus.
Thank you.
Aren't you meant to be with Grayson or something?
I'm not meant to be anywhere. I'm studying right now. I thought this would be a good place to study. However, it seems that, well, apparently I can't get anything done. So I'm gonna like do this, and I'm going to conjure a mage hand. I'll be like, there, arm wrestle with that.
Yes! I cast Prestidigitation to make my hand look a little bit like the mage hand, and I start to arm wrestle.
Glomp, can you output more than 10 pounds of force?
Shall I do it? I imagine I can. I don't know.
Yeah, you want to roll an athletics check? Sure. You know what?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, contest athletics check with an Arcana from Skotos.
Oh, interesting.
Ooh. All right. That will be a 16 from Glomp. Ooh!
16
I got a 19.
Plus anything, Glomp, or flat 16?
No, that's a flat 16.
Okay. You lose to a mage hand. It basically just picks you up, throws you about, and you're like, wow, that's the strongest mage hand I've ever come across. Ash, all of your stuff is just on the table here. Glomp has somewhat assisted you in getting that back together after now being thrown about by a magical hand. And we see one more person entering the cafe. Nelly, who do we see as Glomp is tossed about by this mage hand?
I feel like with a little bit of like a raspy chuckle from the table up top where she's been trying to study. She's just been kind of watching you guys because she's pretty easily distracted now because it's boring. You see Nellyanne. She is a about 4 foot tall herringon, so pretty much a little bunny, older lady. She's about 50, so she's middle-aged for her race, and she is definitely an older student here at Strixhaven. She's not quite finely put together. She's definitely got wrinkles, tufts of hair. It's all shaved pretty short. She has clearly knitted her own like sweaters. She has her own like items. Her journal itself is just kind of like loosely tatted together, probably not purchased from any sort of like student store. It's just, she's just gonna make it. It's fine. I'm not gonna spend any extra money. I can do it myself. So, but she has now seen this like goblin lose to a mage hand, and having eavesdropped definitely on your previous conversation, she's gonna lean over the table and go, "Hey, baby, now you gotta buy him a cup of coffee."
It's true. I did agree to that.
I don't know how that mage hand's gonna want to drink that cup of coffee, but you better hold on to that. You promised it.
We will find a way. Can Glomp get tossed towards the bar?
Yeah, you get tossed towards the bar here. Absolutely. Yeah, no, but there's a little bit of a line, but you do land, hopefully dexterously. Roll me a dexterity saving throw as you get thrown by it.
Oh, that's a 21, baby.
There you go. You land. How do you land?
You know, like you know when you're seeing like gymnastics
Yes.
at the Olympics where they land but they don't take the step forward, which like when they do that, you know that they've completely ruined it. Land perfectly. Flat.
Hands up,
Momentum
done.
Gone.
Boom.
Yeah.
Nice. Glomp's gonna go get a cup of coffee. Yeah. So we see Nelly. Welcome as well. What do you want to do? Do you want to go talk to them closer?
Yeah, I think what's gonna happen is Nelly's gonna be like, all right. And she's going to like step up from her table and go down to where Glomp was seating and just kind of like, just not gracefully at all, like straddle over onto his seat and be like, all right, I'll take on your mage hand. Let's go. But the wager is you got to do my homework for this fractal class that I've been taking. It's intense, a lot more than I expected. I mean, it's math, but I'm okay at math sometimes. It's just been a long time since I really had to like super tile this together with it. But this is what I'm saying, you know.
First,
Not, I'll help you study.
First, did I pick a cursed table? Second, are you two, and he points at Nellyanne as well as Sari, are you two from the same, I'll say town? Obviously he's choosing his words carefully. And third, I am not exactly the best at numeromancy, so I do not know why you would come to me. And fourth, and finally, I don't want to arm wrestle you people.
Nellyanne's
If you
gonna
all
kinda-
want to study, that's fine, but
Nellyanne's gonna kind of lean over and be like, well, one, this table doesn't look cursed to me. She like knocks on it. Looks just like a wooden table, as far as I know. Number two, I don't know her. Cute. I don't know her though. Three, she's just gonna be like, I don't do this neuromancy thing either, but I heard it's gonna, you know, I heard it's pretty strong. I mean, all these other colleges are pretty strong too, but it's a lot. And three, oh, I forgot my stuff's up there, but she'll like kind of get up and hustle back over her table, grab her books and stuff as she's yelling back and be like, I mean, four, if you don't want to do it, it's fine. I mean, you look smart. I figured I'd ask anyway and make a little fun about it, but it's okay if you don't want to. I just figured we'd make a little wager. That's what I heard they were doing. I didn't know if y'all all friends or not. And she'll gonna bring stuff back to the table and sit back down in Glump's seat.
Okay. Ash, what are you doing as you get all of your things situated on this table now? Everything's just here now.
I think he's got like a very small pouch strapped to his side, and he kind of opens it up and he just starts scooping all of his equipment into it, and you're seeing like it just keeps going and going and going and going, and just like it should not be able to contain that much, but you realize that he's got like a satchel of holding that he made and strapped to his side and just pouring everything in, because it seems like he's probably not going to get any building done today, and he's kind of in a bit of a sour mood because he just ran into someone that he didn't think he'd be running into today.
Yeah, you're currently sitting next to each other too. So how's that going?
Yeah. Sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm busy reading. And I grab one of Scotus's books.
You're holding it upside down. Okay.
I flip it right side up.
Do none of you care for personal property and space?
Actually, no. These are constructs of the society in which we live in or something. I don't know. You can ask
As
Bob
are
when he gets
words,
back.
yet I still use them efficiently.
Does anyone want anything, by the way? I've realised I'm in the queue and...
You're up there now. You're at the front and you're just like sitting there and she's just like, Glomp, honey, you really need to just figure it out. Like, you can't just come up here and not know what you're going to order.
Well, no, because like, I was buying a coffee and then I realised there are, like, coffee isn't one thing. It's a whole, There's
a lot of options, yes.
There's a lot of options of coffee. You expect me just to know what coffee I want when I don't even know what coffee I'm supposed to buy?
I actually prepared something for a more limited menu. For those of you that may get a little bit choice locked, and she places it in front of you and has literally one option on it, and it just says coffee black.
You know what? I'm gonna go off menu. Coffee, no. Tea, white. I clap my hands, little sparks, prestidigitation.
Glomp, do you even know what that means?
No.
How many of them?
Four. I look back at the table. There are 4 people there now. I go, 5. 4 for the table. No, 6. 4 for the table. 1 for me. 1 for the mage hand.
It'll be on the way. Mina will bring it to your table.
Thank you very much. You know what? I love these little chats that we have. Stop to walk away.
Glomp, you have to pay for it.
Sorry. I'm foreign to all of these constructs of, exchange and commerce. How much is 6 white teas?
It's a silver piece, hun. Just the one.
I take it out, place it on the table, point at her and go, that's just a lie the government tells us. And then I turn around and walk away.
Of course it is. Yep. And you turn and go back to the table. Okay. Yeah.
I love Glump so much.
Yeah, there you go.
Bless you, darling.
Oh my god. Yeah.
I have
Glump,
brought the promise of 6 coffees.
Why did you tap me
literally
on?
told you earlier that I don't partake in the consumption of that beverage.
No, I'll take you.
Well, then you're in for a surprise, aren't you, Sugar Plum? Hello, by the way. Who are you?
Oh, I was keeping your seat warm, I guess. She'll kind of scoot over to the far end of the table.
Keep it. I will stand at the head.
I just want to let you know, I have a lot of respect for you for challenging that mage hand. I saw you fly right across the room, but you did great. You did a good job. I didn't know if you heard me, applaud at you landing, but...
I did.
10 out of 10, baby.
Nobody noticed the little bit of vomit. I loved it. It seemed to go completely fine.
I was going to give you a 10 out of 10, but then you just mentioned the vomits. I feel like
I know, but nobody noticed it. So it's like it never happened. In fact, it didn't happen.
Okay.
Just to note, the mage hand is gone by now.
Yeah, it's fine.
Well, when it comes back, it can have its coffee.
Why do you keep... Kind of looks sorry. Why do they...
The hypothesis of the construction of the.
Sorry, you're holding it sideways now. I don't know what.
What?
Sora just kind of puts the book down and says, "Hi, I'm Sora. It's nice to meet you," and just shoves a hand out to Nelly.
All right, nice to meet you too. She's like little. I imagine with a deerkin, you're like a large, and she's got tiny little like rabbit hands. So she's like, but super firm handshake. Just nice to meet you too. All right.
I like your handshake.
I feel bad at disrupting your study.
Do you
Clearly
wanna
you were really
arm
into it. Yes. Same wager.
All right. Yes.
All right.
I would
all
love
right.
to. You see, she's wearing like these long, musty robes that clearly don't belong to her. Probably like a few generations old or something. She just kind of rolls them up. She's like, "I'm ready."
Nelly will pull her, and it's very skinny little arms, pull her sleeve with her big old sweater she's knitted back. And she'll stand up and like hike a leg up on the chair she was sitting on and like throw her body like fully over to like grab for the arm. All right, let's go, sweetie.
All right. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
All right.
Contested
do it?
athletics checks. Let's go.
Sweet.
Hell yeah.
Okay, 18 for Nelly. Do you have nat 20 sitting in your hand here? 19 for Sorry! After a long, drawn-out bout where even the waitress Mina comes over and she has like all of your teas on the tray, waits patiently for this to end, and it goes on for far too long, stuck as they are, evenly matched. Who could have thought that Nellyanne would have so much strength behind those tiny little paws, and eventually Sorry finds a way to bring that paw down to the table.
We have a winner.
Okay,
Yeah,
I guess I owe you Glump. He just pulls out one coin and hands it over to Glump after seeing Sorry won.
See, this is why you never take a bet with a goblin who... I don't have an end of that sentence, actually.
No,
Sorry
okay.
about that, but I'll take the coin, thanks.
Yeah.
Mina approaches the table. Right, so it seems that I have 6 white teas.
Don't you mean coffee, Nina?
Why?
Right, yes, sure. It's coffees. Here, and she starts putting it on the table. Do you know what these are? It's just milk in a glass.
Oh.
Yes.
I love milk.
All right.
I'm
I
not
know
a fan
you,
of
sorry, I know
milk.
you do.
She also leans
Well,
in close and she goes, also, heard a little rumor. It seems that some of the students captured a bunch of frogs outside and are planning to race them in the back. Now, I'm working, so I can't take part in it, but if you want to head on back there, and you're like looking about the room, and it looks like the table over here where Quintilius is. You see them starting to talk about it and start looking towards the back, and even over here, Xanthan is talking about it, and they're looking around, seeing if they might be able to go escape to see about this racing of the frogs.
I lock eyes with Ash. So you want to win that coin back, do you?
Yeah. And some, actually. I think I know.
We've got a betting clumsy person over here. Let's go race some frogs.
Is that my first impression? Okay. Yeah, let's go race some frogs.
This is not how I expected episode 2 to go. All right.
Mina. If I
Yes.
steal you one of those frogs, will you go out on a date with me?
Oh. I'm sorry. I kind of make it a point to not date first years.
It's all right.
But
I understand.
You're kind of cute, so catch me a frog?
All right. I can do that.
And she, giggles and hops off to go get more of the drinks and things at the bar.
Nellyanne has like slid a tea over to herself and was just like sipping, watching this interaction. Just...
I'm slapping Scotus's like arm.
Scotus is just...
Use your words.
Oh, sorry. Skodos, I am so impressed with the way that Sorry just asked that lady if she would like to go on a date, and the lady responded very positively. Was that enunciated enough for you, eh?
Actually, like, what just happened?
I took a lesson with the acting lot. You can do multiple voices from your one mouth. It's crazy.
I just built stuff to do it for me.
Ooh.
But that's cool.
Teach their own. SCOTUS, do you want to come race some frogs?
Well, my studying has been interrupted, so I might as well.
It's fine. The exam's gonna be easy. You don't need to worry about it.
Exactly. We'll worry about that after the frogs.
Wait,
I don't want to think about exams right now. Shall we head to the back of the
yeah, just like everyone just like comes to the back. Yeah, sure. I'm just gonna move all of you, and then I'll have to move everything. But it's fine. It's totally fine. We'll get a little description.
Bit back here.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a whole bit back there. All right, scroll it up so we can actually see it on screen here. Yeah, you head on to the back of this little little cafe, and you do find indeed that there are frogs back here, seemingly wrangled up. All of the furniture and things like this have been cleared out of the way, and there are chalk lines drawn on the ground in a way that would suggest that probably maybe there will be some kind of racing of the frogs here rather soon. So you see some of the students gathering around. Quintilius seems to be lurking in behind you guys here, and Xanther has taken center stage as the large Ganassi generally does whenever there's anything to be announced or, to be entertaining, I suppose.
I love that guy!
The air buzzes
really cool
with excitement and the smell of coffee as you make your way to the back of the Fireholt Cafe and duck into the lounge to witness the scene. Hidden from the view of the Barista Station, the lounge's central tables have been pushed towards the wall, chairs haphazardly tossed out of the way. In the middle of the room hop 5 unusual frogs. Each is glowing in a vibrant color. Red, pink, violet, blue, and orange. And they've been outfitted with tiny little costumes. One wears a makeshift cape, another has suspenders, a third wears a stylish bow tie, the fourth has a top hat perched jauntily on its head, and the fifth somehow has a monocle attached to its face. Someone used chalk to mark lanes on the floor, and multiple students are trying to corral the frogs into starting position. Xanther sees you arrive and says, "Hey, you're just in time. We're about to race these frogs. You want to pick one? Maybe place a bet? Maybe coach one on to victory?"
Yes, I picked the one with the monocle.
The one with the monocle is the orange one at the very top. Yeah. So you wander over there to start encouraging your little orange monocled frog in the ways of racing.
Could I?
Question.
Oh, sorry.
Yes. Sorry, your question.
Which one is closest to Mina's eye color?
To Mina's eye color? The probably the violet one.
I'll go right up to it.
Okay. Yeah, you go up to the violet one. What's up?
I was just gonna say, I'm just walking directly to the frogs. I'm gonna take a look at these, evaluate them. I would like to. I would like to cast Speak with Animals.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm a warlock. I only have 2 spell slots. I'm wasting it on this.
It's fine.
Great.
You're totally fine.
Perfect.
Worth it.
I want to ask the frogs. Just like because they're dumb frogs, so I can't really ask them all that detail. But I want to ask them, like, how do you all feel about this? Like, are you all horribly angry?
And like, let's say the blue one looks up at you here. Got the suspenders on.
Yeah, the suspenders.
And you got any bugs? I'm feeling a little hungry. It like kind of hops towards you.
How about this?
Bargaining with the frog.
What stage of grief is this?
If all of you frogs I'm looking over at let the one glowing in some sort of pink over there Skodos isn't good with color words. He has a word weakness.
Who'd have thought?
Then I will make sure that each and every one of you has a delicious meal of worms. And various other bugs as a...
So Skodos has walked up to these frogs and has started croaking at them. They seem to be chirping in chorus back to him. And he seems satisfied with the result.
Does it seem like the other frogs agree?
Roll me animal handling with advantage because you're
Hell yeah.
talking to them.
Hell yeah.
And they're not very smart, and they do like food.
Oh, I don't have an advantage thing on here. That's unfortunate.
That's okay, it'll auto-roll it. 17!
17!
17!
Not an FL.
Yeah. Food. Oh, we'll let that one win.
Could I try and roll insight to see if I can ascertain
What's going on here? Yeah, is the fix in? Yeah. Okay, roll insight. Sure, why not?
All right.
It's gonna be really hard.
You know what? I don't want to use my nat 20 on something that matters. I'm gonna use it on this.
Okay, that is a natural 20. You get the feeling that the croaking from Skodos is indeed communicating actively with the frogs. However, you do not understand frog, and it is very hard to ascertain what he's doing by talking to them. But the croaking is very, it seems very agreeable, as if a deal might have just been struck.
Was there a central frog? Which is the nearest frog to Skodos that seems to be chatting with?
The blue one with the suspenders seems to be doing the most chatting.
Glomp nods knowingly. And puts 2 silver pieces on the blue one.
Okay. Nice, excellent. Yeah. So Ash, you are now with your little orange frog buddy here.
Yes.
With the monocle. Do you try to encourage it in some way?
Yeah. So I think what I do is he kind of like looks in his satchel of holding, like reaches in, and then a look of worries on his face, like. Where is he? Where is? Oh, there. And he kind of pulls out this little robotic monkey. Just a really tiny capuchin monkey. It's just little, made of like little piece of scrap metal. Like you can tell that he probably went to like a junkyard, got a bunch of pieces of metal and put it together, and kind of pulls it out and like sets it down on the ground by the frog. And I think he's seeing Skodos talking to these frogs, and he's kind of like, I have no idea how to speak frog, so I'm going to speak a language you all understand. Food. And I'm going to see if I can find can I send, so my little creature monkey goes, Bubbles, can you go near one of those like trash cans and see if you can find like a bug or fly like flying around it?
Something in there? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Find them.
Find a bug in a trash can.
Yeah.
You send Bubbles off to go do the thing. Does Bubbles have like a role, or is it based on your stats? How does Bubbles go locate things?
Let me get up real quick. He has his whole own.
He has his own sheet?
Yeah.
Wow, how special.
He's great. I love Bubbles. Bubbles is a little homunculus that Ash made in his free time.
I fully thought when you said I'm going to speak a language you will understand that you were going to say violence. Set the monkey on.
Violence is the universal language.
Yeah.
Oh no.
That's the point across.
So should I roll perception, investigation? What should I roll?
Yeah, I think this is an investigation by Bubbles into a trash can as our little mechanical monkey goes diving into the garbage.
11.
Okay, an 11. Bubbles is actively digging through the trash. So we'll see if that comes back to help you in any way. Okay. Nellyanne.
I'm just gonna be massaging my frog's back. You got this.
Back legs,
you got
getting
this.
it ready. Yeah. Nellyanne, do you want to participate in this? Do you want to? You can assist one of the frogs, assist one of the coaches, or you can heckle one of the frogs or coaches.
Oof.
Heckle a frog.
You can heckle a frog.
I'll cry.
Nellyanne kind of run her hands together, and she's like, I ain't seen frog wrestling since I was or frog racing since I was, God, like 12, 13. Let's see. And I would love to use maybe nature to investigate the frogs to see which one feels like it's the healthiest, thickest thighs.
Yes.
Like into it, you know?
Yes, absolutely.
What is a good
We are
racing
looking for
frog?
thick frog legs.
Because she's
well,
like
the French would
calculating
call
how
them
far like
foods.
this hop space is, and she's like, all right, she's gonna have thick thighs. She can get over here.
Thick
Like,
thighs.
2 hobs, maybe 3. Who's got that in them? Whoop. So 17.
A 17, pretty good. Yeah, you note actually, the red frog has the thickest of legs.
Which attire is this frog?
This frog has wait, where's my note? A makeshift cape, much as if they were Super Frog.
Oh yes, and seems pretty aerodynamic with that cape on instead of some dumb top hat. Let's see. And she's gonna go over to it. And I think I don't know if you actually want to utilize this, but in character, she's gonna pull out her little good luck, her stone. She's gonna be like, all right, hear me out. She's not speaking in frog or like to the, I mean like
Sure.
but she's just like, all right, man, hear me out. I'm gonna let you borrow this. I'm gonna put 5 silver on you. Okay? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? You win. I'll get you 2 flies, a worm, maybe even a cricket. All right? I'll find them. I can do it. Trust me. Look at me. Look at me. And then she's gonna tuck the little stone like into the cape's collar as best as possible. Just be like, all right, you got this. You got this. Look at you.
Skodos is just watching this and like, they can't understand you.
Okay, and we find that so Xanther is out here. Like, all right, any bets? Any bets for the frogs? And Grayson, who we have not, I don't believe, met officially yet. I'm gonna go ahead and pull them up here.
That's my guy.
Grayson is
That's
back
my
here, and he says,
anti-guy.
yes, I would like to put 30 gold pieces down on the pink one. Thank you. And he looks over at Skodos. The pink one. Right, thank you. Nellyanne, you want to go put your 5 silver in on red here?
She's like gonna, all right,
Yeah.
you see this? All right.
Some of the other students also put some bets in on various different frogs.
I lean down to my blue frog, and I give him a gentle kiss on his forehead, and I whisper into his frog ear, "Don't fuck me." I give it bardic inspiration.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
That's so
okay,
good.
perfect. All right, I'm going to arrange some of you behind these frogs. It's getting a little crowded on this side, but Xanther's out here in the front. He's like, all right, sounds like we've got everything settled and ready for this. Now, coaches, are you ready? Froggies, are you ready? 3, 2, 1. And like right when he's about to say go, Bubbles appears over here, shoves a bug into the frog's mouth, and Xanther says, go! All right. Those of you that have picked a frog for this, roll me animal handling.
Oh my god.
I have a question. Is it
Yes.
going to be like a 1 roll thing or like consecutive rolls?
This is potentially 1 to 3 rolls because the other coaches have an opportunity to heckle your frog or you, or
Interesting.
encourage you and your frog specifically.
Do I
You
need
hear
to?
me out.
Do I need to roll 5 times? 1 for each of the frogs? Because technically, I made a deal with all of them.
Only for the. No, it'll be 1 general roll for that.
Okay.
Just 1 time. What's up?
I know I gave my frog the good luck stone, but can I still add the +1 to it?
Yeah, sure.
Sweet.
Can I do the same thing with my bardic?
Your bardic absolutely applies to the
I
roll.
would like to use my nat 20, please.
You'd like to. All right.
I would also like to use my nat 20, please.
Okay. Drac, what does that make the total?
This is animal handling.
Yes.
It'll be a 19.
Okay,
-1.
nice. 19. So,
I'm gonna try and
Skotos,
roll
what is
that
your
20.
total?
21.
21. Okay. Sorry, you want to use your nat 20 as well?
Yeah, it's 19.
19. Okay.
I'm gonna roll because I can't use my nat 20 anymore.
Okay.
If I hit a nat 20, it will beat the 21. Come on, baby. 18.
18.
Oh, I guess I'll use Bardic.
You're gonna
as
use your
well.
Bardic.
That does come to be so 18 plus 3 is 21 plus 2 is 23. But it is a
Okay.
nat 20, obviously.
Okay. And Drak, where's yours? Oh, you use your nat 20.
Yeah, I
what was
use my
your
nat
what was
20,
your
yeah.
total?
So
Your
mine-
total was
19.
19.
total.
That's right. Thank you. Wow. Okay.
Big rolls, big
Nellyanne.
money.
It would have been a 10 total.
A 10 total. Oh no.
Oh no.
Thick legs
don't
ain't
worry.
going super far. It's
It's all
okay.
about the end game, not about the beginning. She's holding up. She's storing up her energy, you know.
I see. Okay. So it looks like right now, with Glomp's particular role, as inspiring as it was, the pink one has taken the lead. Skotos, you note this and you're like, it's supposed to be the purple one. But it looks like, right, because you picked the one that Sari was in front of? Remembering that right? Or was it, did you want it to be the pink one?
He asked for the violet one to.
He specific. No, he
Oh,
did ask
say
for the pink one.
That's right.
Okay.
I
And
said
then we had-
said the yeah.
Yeah, and then we had the whole thing about the color words.
That's where I got lost too. So the
Fair.
pink one has taken
one is
the
ahead.
lead, indeed, as it were. I need either. Do you want to encourage or heckle anyone?
What would that be? Like, depends on what.
Heckling is minus a d4 to their roll.
Oh.
Encouragement would be plus a d4 to the roll. But see, you all are on different frogs. So, do you really encourage one of your competitors?
Sari is going to look at the red frog and be like, "You got this! Come
Oh
on!"
my god.
Aw.
Nellie's
Okay.
like, oh my god, thank you.
Stop, hang out with your friends. They're leaving you behind. Hurry up.
Glomp stares at this. Single tear rolls down his big old cheeks. Now that has subverted every expectation that I could have possibly had. Go on, Red Frog! Go on, Super Frog!
I'm just gonna croak like, Ribbit, remember the deal.
Okay.
I think yeah, I'm gonna encourage. I want to subtly encourage the purple frog without Sari realizing. Like, I want it to be kind of, so can it be like I send Bubbles, like Bubbles is like probably has like a worm stuck in like one of these joints.
Okay.
So kind of like I just kind of like whisper to Bubbles, just stand opposite the purple frog, just encourage it.
Just
with,
at the end of the,
tree.
just be like, okay, sure, totally. Absolutely.
God.
Bubbles comes down to the end, is dangling a little bug for the purple one in its lane there. Okay. Anything else? Anyone want to heckle or encourage? No? Okay.
Can we encourage our own frog or?
That is the role that you're taking in general.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
I think Nellie is just too like trying to like come on to like worry about
Get
trying to discourage in the
Super
other
Frog
one.
in
She's
there?
just like,
Yeah.
come on, you got this.
All right.
Look, I'm essentially a corrupt politician at this point. Just like a little word at the end there, just like that's. I'm essentially stealing the monkey for the frogs. I'm saying like that's just a taste of what you can achieve. If you do this.
Okay. For this, God, Skotos, roll yours at advantage due to you speaking frog, but I need an animal handling check from everyone.
So if I got 2 encouragements,
2d4.
how am I adding that? 2d4. Okay.
Yep.
Love y'all.
Stacking
Using
it
using one of my nat 20s,
Okay.
which would put it at a 28.
Okay.
2d4.
Okay.
Oh, damn. Okay, cool. I rolled a 12 for animal handling.
So 31 total.
Oh no.
Yes!
Oh my gosh. Okay. 23 for the purple one. God,
Using my last nat 20.
yeah.
Do I have access to the tracker?
The boon tracker?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I wasn't sure if I had any more things.
You do not, unfortunately, right now. We will
Okay,
be
that's
rolling for the
fine.
next one here soon. Okay. It's 30. It's literally 30. And the thick-legged frog, as the rest of the group continues forward as they were going, the purple one actually pulling out ahead at this point. With one great leap and bound, Super Frog with the cape clears. There's a 30, so it goes, it's 30 feet. That makes sense.
Yes!
Leaps 30 feet to
Oh my
the
god, please
end.
tell me it like wiggled its little butt back and it was like,
Oh yeah, absolutely. Just flies through the air, snatches the bug out of Bubbles' hands, and wins.
Yes!
man.
That was honestly pretty impressive.
Look, if anybody knows frogs, it's me. Love y'all, but still, just saying. Also, thank you, baby. Thank you.
Look at
Just saying
Grayson as
to-
you're like-
sorry.
Nonsense. And then I'm gonna croak to the frogs like, you get nothing.
As you
See
look at
Sorry
them,
blushing a lot at Nelly.
I what?
as you tell them this, and as Sorry blushes, the frogs start croaking and belching strangely. Their eyes turn red. As you and the other students look on, they begin to grow in size, becoming much, much larger than they were previously.
They're extra thick now.
They are incredibly thick, and I'm just going to go ahead and just drop all these here and then organize them.
Sure.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
Lord.
Joe, as a heads up, Joel, as a heads up, I still can't see anything.
It's okay, I'm
So
sorry.
I'm gonna go with the actual stream preview. So as long as you can,
Yeah, hang on.
You've been in the dark this whole time.
literally just been watching the stream for like a.
Oh no.
I mean, you know what? That's adapt, overcome, survive, all that.
Yeah.
And these frogs begin to attack things and people,
Oh, just things.
Around
okay.
them.
Oh.
Oh.
including
no.
Bubbles, about to be swallowed
Bubbles?
whole by this frog here. Xanther dives out of the way and says, "Hey, that's not cool. Can someone handle this situation?" And I need everyone to roll me initiative.
Don't touch Bubbles.
They'll pop.
Oh my god.
Good job, sorry.
Mine actually is a 15 instead of a 12. Just
I rolled a nat 20.
yeah.
I was so upset that they attacked Bubbles.
14
I just
instead of
jumped
12.
into action.
Excellent. 14 for me.
14. All right, hang on.
God, the frogs are going ahead.
I don't want to kill the frogs. Oh crap.
Hang on. Let me just click my thing so you can get it.
Yep, I got you.
you got
that's
me, you got me.
Glomp. What was yours, Nelly?
it's 12 initiative base, but I add my proficiency bonus to it, so 14. I don't know how to add that.
Got
with-
you.
Okay.
Also, I'm digging the lounge music.
Yeah, you like that?
Yeah.
Give me
I thought we'd get a little groovy today.
This is
We are in a
Bebop
we
fight.
are in a cafe.
Yeah.
Okay. I've got Ash, Nelly, Glomp, Skoto, Sorry, and a bunch of frogs as the panic from the students and they start running away as quickly as possible, including Quintilius, who goes, "Oh no!" and runs away.
You're a coward, Quentin. You're a coward, and nobody likes your monologues.
Grayson pats Skotos on the back and says, "Well, old chap, it looks like we couldn't win this one. I have some money to go spend," and is going to just leave. He's gonna go. Just gonna go.
Wow.
Fair.
I've got some money to spend.
I've got some money to spend.
I hate him. I'm glad I chose him as my rival.
Yes.
The other students scatter, and it is up to you to subdue these frogs here.
Right.
So at the top of the turn order, it is Ash. Ash, what would you like to do?
Ash, he looks like he's about to reach for Bubbles, is usually on his shoulder, but sees that Bubbles is not with him and sees this frog actually jumping at Bubbles, and he runs towards this creature and taps his goggles, and out from the goggles, kind of almost, it looks like liquid metal at first, kind of oozes out from the sides of his goggles down his shoulders and onto his hands and form into the form of gauntlets, and he's just gonna throw a punch at.
You're gonna just punch punch these frogs.
just punch it, and it's gonna. You kind of see like lightning and electricity crackling off of it, and he's gonna just slam a fist into the side of this, and cast Booming Blade.
Okay.
So
These poor frogs.
21 to hit.
Yeah, it's a frog. Of course you hit.
For 7 points
thunder
of thunder damage. And then you see a white coating, like white aura kind of envelop it. And if it moves, it takes 1d8 damage.
Yes.
And because I use my thunder gauntlets, it has disadvantage of all attacks unless it's aimed at me.
Right. So it acts as a bit of a taunt for you there. Absolutely. Okay. Anything else? Bonus action or otherwise?
I'm gonna take the bonus action. Defensive. Is that a bonus action?
Defensive
field.
Yeah, get yourself a little temp HP.
Yeah, so you see the liquid metal that like oozed in to turn into gauntlets, then kind of coat his chest and like basically all of his delicate like soft bits to make sure that he's got a bit more protection.
His delicate soft
His delicates.
As a brief aside, because I think this is fun to use now. We got a card. We're just gonna go ahead and draw this bad boy. We had 5, so I'm basically trying to find the best moments to utilize these, and I think this is one of them. In that, Nellyanne, you have drawn the flame card.
Oh dang.
Your little
Yay.
red froggy sprouts horns and starts to grow in size
Love that for
as it
her.
becomes a fiend. Entirely bent on consuming you.
You still got my stone.
Yep, still got it. As it grows, the cape grows with it, obviously. And it is now super huge, super big frog. And it is its turn. It is going to hop over to Bubbles and attempt to consume Bubbles.
No.
That rolls a nat 20!
No!
It's a 23 to hit. It will do 12 points of damage, and now Bubbles is in the frog's mouth.
Bro,
Oh boy.
Just immediately.
no!
He's gonna be mad. Let's see how many HP he has. I can't remember.
Oh no. Okay.
Yeah, no, Bubbles is dead.
Oh, the little pink frog here is gonna hop backwards. Hop,
Excuse me, I'm so sorry.
Hop.
It can't happen to this music.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Glum,
monkey
you
leg.
dodge out of the way of this particular frog as it tries to swallow you whole. Nellyanne, your frog got really large. It grew horns. What do you want? What do you want to do?
Ooh, Nelly, I think having seen this frog consume this tiny baby monkey, is like, oh well, I didn't want to have to, but we're gonna do it now. And she's gonna, she's gonna draw her short bow, kind of whisper into the like light of the wind a little bit. All right, just for you, all right. And that's gonna, using her bonus action, use a hunter's mark.
Okay.
The big one. It's like a little bell chime that goes over its head, just sort of bing. And then she's gonna draw and shoot at it.
You are currently in melee with this giant frog here, so it will be a disadvantage.
I would like to use my other nat 20.
Okay, absolutely. You roll your nat 20 here. Okay.
It would just be 27. Actually,
It's gonna hit.
Yeah.
All you need to do is just roll it, and we're just gonna take the damage from it. So you're gonna click that short bow button
4
twice.
plus a,
Click it again.
yeah. And
Okay.
is it a plus D6?
It'll be 2d6.
Okay.
And we will subtract 3 from that. So 7 plus 2d6, so 10 total points of damage as it finds its
since
mark here.
Since she hit, she's gonna also use her Horde Breaker.
Yeah.
And pop the blue one that's right next to it too, if she can. It'll still
Yeah.
be a disadvantage for this one, so.
Oh
17.
yeah, a 17 definitely hits. Again, it's a frog.
It's a frog.
For 5.
5.
Blap,
Blap.
blap. And it goes.
I'm
"Brr."
sorry. I'm sorry.
Excellent. Excellent.
Can I lean back in character and like after sitting an arrow, like lean over to Sari and be like, Did you want to keep one of them for that lady that you were talking to?
Yes, please. I was gonna actually ask you for help.
Okay.
See, I ain't ever been on a date, so this is really important to me.
Hey, no, you just let me know. You just let me know which one you think is that. We'll figure it out. Not the big one though. Not the big one, no.
Sorry. Did you say date?
Oh no, Grandma!
You're not supposed to be going on dates. You're supposed to be studying.
It's a date for the big exam. We're talking about calendars.
Oh, organization is key. And Grandma falls back asleep.
Ash like calls over his shoulder. You brought your grandma
I
to
didn't
school?
have a choice.
Glomp, it is your turn. This frog is directly in front of you. What do you want to do?
First off, Glomp looks at Ash and says, "Your monkey just died, and you're gonna avenge it." And giving Ash bardic inspiration.
Hell yeah.
Thank you.
And then, so that's my bonus action.
Okay.
I am going to, I guess, can I cast True Strike as an action, or can I only do that as a bonus?
It is an action.
Okay, and I can still do my attacks after that, right?
No, because True Strike takes an action.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, I will. You know what? Now is a good enough time to use this spell. There's a big pink frunk. There's a big frunk in front of me. I learned that one in the drama society as well. I'm going to cast Chaos Bolt on this frog.
Okay. It's
so
being
Chaos
in
Bolt.
melee range here. This is a ranged spell attack. It will be a disadvantage to cast.
Oh, okay. In that, should I just? Okay, I'll just punch it. I'm just gonna slap this frog, baby. Bare hands.
Bare hands.
Bah.
Slap him up.
All right. Does a that won't hit. Does a 7 hit?
Unfortunately, it is just a frog, but it is slightly faster than a 7.
Okay. Nah. Well, that's my turn. Can I do anything?
That is action, bonus action. You have movement, but you're kind of, if you move away from the frog, it'll take an attack of opportunity.
Yeah,
but you can't move.
I think I'm gonna risk the attack of opportunity.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and move up to bolster Ash. So like stand behind them.
Perfect.
Fists up.
You get to here, get bit by the frog with another natural 20. That is 7 points of damage. And you are now grappled and cannot move.
My guy. Right. Well, I'm okay. Fine. You know what? I wanted this to happen, actually.
You are in the mouth of this frog, and you're technically classified as a small creature. So it is in the process of attempting to swallow you.
All right, you know what? You're playing right into my plan, so you better not spit me out right now, because otherwise you're gonna be in trouble.
Oh, you're gonna be in trouble. And well, yep. Lavender frog.
Wow.
It's gonna hop towards Ash.
This is going well.
Rolls a 6 and misses horribly. Skotos, what do you want to do? Even though you are in melee with this current frog, it is fully occupied in attempting to swallow Glomp. So if you do want to make ranged attacks from here, it's totally fine.
As I said, I don't want to kill these frogs. And luckily for me, I was just studying. I'm going to cast a sleep spell.
Okay.
The thing is, it's part of my Silver Coal primer, and it just says what I'm confused about is it just says you can cast the chosen spell once without expending a spell slot.
Yes.
But as a warlock, my spell slots are weird.
No, you just cast the spell without expending a spell slot.
Yeah, the first time.
So it's just first level.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it comes from the primer.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. That's fine. I don't expect the frogs to be very whatever.
Okay.
Why can't I just cast this? Let me cast it.
I mean, you can just roll the die number if you want to.
Okay, that's fair.
However many D8 it is.
It is 5d8s. So I will do d8, 5, 7.
17. Where is this centered?
That's so low. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Let's
center, like here, I guess.
All right. So this one to the north in front of Ash falls asleep. And that is it.
Is that it? That makes me very sad. All right, yeah, make sure I use my primer spell. Jesus Christ, I'm so
Okay, that is your action, Skotos. What else would you like to do?
I have bonus actions. I don't want to use any of them. I'm just gonna say, if possible, I believe that we should attempt to keep them alive. I think that we could get what do you people say? Brownie points if we deliver them to Witherbloom. I think they might be interested in these weird frogs. Just a thought.
Okay.
I'm
All right. Sorry.
As you say, don't murder. Sorry, pulls out her sword and she says, "Day tongue, my friend," and she'll run forward.
Okay.
Never call back.
And you see her. Whoosh, whoosh. She fortifies her stance here, and she will enter rage. But this time, she says, "Grandma, I'm gonna need your help. My friend's in danger." So now when I enter range, I have Ancestral Protectors. So if I hit something while I am raged, it essentially gets disadvantage when it tries to attack something that isn't me. Or if it does hit something that isn't me, that creature gets resistance, so half damage. Ah! I'm gonna two-handed.
Dick. Yeah.
12?
12 will hit
8.
for 9 points of damage, and it. And you watch as it almost throws up Glomp, but it does not.
I can see sick. I can see sick in here. You're doing great.
I only have one friend. Give him back. That's my turn.
Excellent. Sleeping frog sleeps. Blue frog,
Nice.
however, Ash is just up in the center here. Is going to.
Me.
That is a 20 to hit. Ash
Yes,
for
that hits.
2 points of damage.
Nothing.
And you are
barely felt it.
grappled.
Cool.
All right, the grapple hold there, and Ash, it is your turn. You are currently restrained by this frog.
Ash, he's this whole time while he's like barely dodging or now got grappled by this frog, he's just been staring down this fiendish frog. And he's going to use his bonus action to shift as you see him start to growl and tusks start to grow out of his mouth. His he almost turns almost like half werewolf as he shifts into his bestial form, and he gains I believe it's 1d6, 12 temporary hit points.
Ooh.
And a +1 to AC.
Nice.
And it's going to use an action to Thorn Whip this fiend frog. I think I use in range.
It at disadvantage
that's
due to being restrained and in melee with other frogs. Thorn Whip is a ranged spell attack.
I'm hitting this one.
Yeah, it is a
fiend.
ranged spell attack. You are currently restrained, so all of your attacks have disadvantage,
Yeah.
and you're
Makes
also in
sense.
melee with this one, so they're trying to eat you. It's hard to hit
Yeah.
stuff.
It takes an action to unrestrain, right?
Yes, it would be an escape difficulty.
Okay. To get that, I'm going to roll disadvantage.
All right. An 11!
11.
Fortunately,
I
an
have
11
Bardic
is
Inspir-
just enough to hit.
Oh, perfect. I was going to use Binding Inspiration, but cool, it hits.
I'll be nice.
And I
Roll
Thorn
it.
Whip it, and you see 4 piercing damage. You see, from the braces, just electrified barbed wire. It ejects out and wraps around this frog, and he pulls it 15 feet towards him. I think it's 15 feet. 10 feet towards him.
Yeah, all right. He gets pulled over in this direction.
And he's just fuming. It's not mechanically a rage, but he's definitely enraged right now.
Your monkey died.
He's emotionally enraged, yes.
Absolutely.
My fellow peers, these are simple amphibians. Everyone seems to be a bit overzealous here. I don't think we have to go that hard.
Up, SCOTUS. And he just turns and whips his head around to SCOTUS.
Rude.
Okay.
You will.
The frog that you have just pulled over here is going to bite out at you here. You know what? Due to the flame card, it's going to ignore you completely.
What? I'll take an attack of opportunity then.
Oh yeah.
Left my
At disadvantage.
range. Yes. Action. Which is perfect because hopefully if this hits, I'll make it hard for them to hit.
Is it 9? Unfortunately, that will
I'm
miss.
Bardic Inspiration.
Okay.
So 12.
Okay, it'll hit.
Yeah, so I just slam into it for 7 points of thunder damage, and it now has disadvantage on any attacks. That's not me.
I'm going to utilize my nat 20 here.
Damn it.
So
I tried. I'm sorry, Nelly.
it's happening. It's happening. But it does take these 7 points of thunder damage, and that effect is applied. But I'm going to use the nat 20 here. After it has swallowed the frog, it bites out. It will deal... Okay. It's going to deal 9 points of piercing damage to Nelly, and Nelly, you are now restrained in its mouth.
Okay.
It is going it's going to use swallow, and it will swallow you. You are now inside the frog.
Okay.
Pink one here has Glomp grappled and is going to swallow Glomp.
Is that what? Do I roll anything, or am I just being?
You're just in there now. You can roll to get out.
Maybe I'm fully in this frog.
And when you are in here, you take 2d4 points of acid damage. So at 4 points of acid damage.
That's one of my least favorite kinds of damage.
And there we go. You're fully restrained inside the frog's mouth. Nelly, you're fully restrained inside the frog's mouth. At the beginning of your turn, take 2 points of acid damage.
Great. Nelly is not looking great. Her little ears are probably sticking out of the frog's mouth, just like. And I'm going to try to, for argument purposes, Joel.
Yes. Argue.
As an attempt to be unrestrained and exit this creature's mouth, she has a lot of history with animals, and I would love if you would let me use an animal handling roll to essentially for her to like be pulling on its tongue and like whatever she can do like inside this frog's mouth to try to get it to just open it and spit her out.
Sure, roll it.
This isn't your first time.
It's like my first time. I bet on you. Get my stone.
That's an 18.
18.
Yeah, and it you out.
Sweet. Do I still have movement? Am I prone at all?
No, you're just like there.
Okay.
It's throwing you up, but you are still in melee range of the creature. So.
Okay. I would like to use my rabbit hop ability.
Okay.
As a bonus action, I can jump a number of feet equal 5 times your proficiency bonus, which would be 10. And she's gonna hop back behind, sorry.
Without provoking opportunity attacks, dope.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Sorry, I don't know. That one's not one I can get. Sorry. I don't know. I think that one's just gotta go, you know? So, no, actually, sorry. Sorry. She's like hobbled behind, you know, so that's it.
Okay, excellent. Glomp, you're in the belly.
All right. When inside a frog, will I be, if I were to try and just attack the frog, is that a thing I can do?
It is at disadvantage. You can indeed attempt to attack it, but it does not free you.
But its death will free me.
Potentially.
So, I like those odds.
Yeah, let's do it.
Glomp is going to use bonus action, like covered in acid, like trying to find his way around. Luckily, dark vision.
Yeah.
So we can see the inside of this frog. Gonna point at the what's that thing that like dangles in the back of your throat?
A uvula?
The uvula. Gonna point at the uvula of the frog and go, "You're mine." Casting True Strike. as a bonus action.
Okay.
And then we're going to, so gives me advantage, cancels out the disadvantage, would just be a flat roll.
Pretty sure True
True Strike is an action.
Is an action.
Yeah,
Which
True
one?
Strike
Is
is
it an
like
action?
the worst.
Oh.
It is the
Yeah, it's the
worst spell
worst
in
spell.
D&D.
It's the worst spell
why
to do
did I-
in the middle of combat. If you're like doing
I
surprise rounds,
see.
great.
Well, in that
do
case,
it.
in that case, never mind. Wow, I need to redo my cantrips. In that case, not casting True Strike, obviously say, you're mine in a bit, and then try and climb out.
All right. So this can either be a athletics or acrobatics check to try and extricate yourself.
Let's go acrobatics.
Okay.
Nat 20.
You barrel roll your way out of the throat of the frog. It is still directly in front of you, and you are covered in its acidic stomach juices.
Do I get anything special for a nat 20, or am I just still covered
You
in
are
nasty?
out here. Yeah.
Sick. All right.
Is there action to get yourself out?
Well, I guess bonus action. We're going to I could use Flurry of Blows actually to make 2 unarmed attacks as a bonus. So
that is
Only when you attack.
when
is
you
that only when I
use your
don't-
attack
okay.
action.
Well, in that case, I will simply disengage from this big boy.
Okay. Step of the wind and disengage out.
I've got I'm using Nimble Escape, so I'm not using a key
Even
point.
better.
So I'm just disengaging from this frog and then taking my movement. I can't really go to that sofa, can I? Because that frog will get an opportunity.
No, you disengage. You're good. You literally can move freely.
Oh yeah, of course. In that case, I'm gonna run around and try and get like a flanking attack on the orange one. So I'm gonna come to where it says F5.
Yeah.
Like over here. All right, I've run around the sofa, run past the chair, turn the corner, ready to do some stuff, and never using True Strike ever again in my life.
As you shouldn't.
As I shouldn't. Wow.
With the advantage against Ash here on the left-hand side, it is a 16 to hit, which will miss.
Misses.
Skotos, what do you want to do?
Well, it appears that all of you have a battle prowess equal to your ability to speak verbosely, i.e., not much. So, I guess I have to cast freaking spells now. We're gonna go ahead and Jesus Christ, so much. We're gonna use use of my hex magic to cast hex on the frick! I'm right in front of a frog. It's fine. Everything's fine. We're just gonna cast hex on big ugly frog man.
Okay.
And we're gonna say that's not what I meant to do. That's fine.
Okay.
I hope. I'm gonna say that willpower. I'll give it disadvantage on willpower. Yeah. I'm gonna give it. I can't give it
So
anything.
wisdom checks?
Wisdom check, you mean? I think you're talking about Pathfinder.
It's all right. Wisdom checks. That's fine.
Yeah.
Which one is this? Which guy?
The big red
Big
one.
boy? Sure.
Yeah. And then I am. I did not take very many actually hurty spells. I guess I could just stab somebody. No, it's fine. It's fine. I don't care. I'll take an attack of opportunity.
Okay.
Back up.
Yep. Simply gonna roll it. Is a 17 to hit
That hits.
for 7 piercing damage,
it gets
and you are
disadvantage
That is
because
true.
I hit it. My grandma yells at this thing, gives it disadvantage, and if Skotos does take any damage, it's with resistance.
Okay. With disadvantage, it will miss.
Oh, cool. Fantastic.
What does my grandma say?
Okay. What does your grandma say?
Oh, yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, I was reading something. I don't know. You know what? I don't know. What, did yell at a frog? Hey, you get your tongue off of Sara's friends. It's really gross. Unsanitary. Yeah, sorry, I'm tired.
I'm not mad, I'm disappointed in you. And then the frog is like, oh.
That would be a cast of cutting words.
That's
I'm
true.
not using that on a frog. We're using that later. Okay.
Anyway, I shall do the warlock playbook.
Eldritch Blast? All right, let's go. Which one?
The big red one.
Okay. 13 to
13.
hit will hit.
Cool. And then
5 force
5
plus your
force.
hex
stupid thing. There we go.
for 9 total points
Oof.
of damage.
All right.
Excellent.
That is both action movement and bonus action. I'm good.
All right. Sorry.
Sorry will turn her attention to the very, very large frog, and she'll use reckless attack.
Ooh.
Okay. Yeah.
So she'll bring her longsword down two-handed. Ah! 24.
24 will indeed hit
She war cries in a southern accent.
for 9 more.
Nice.
Yeah. So now
Excellent.
my Ancestral Protector is on this large one instead of the pink one now. That's my turn.
Okay. Sleeping frog is sleeping. Blue frog is going to
Do it.
continue to chomp. With the advantage, it is 3 points of damage.
Nothing. I barely even feel it.
Ash, it is your turn.
Okay. Let me just take that damage real quick. I'm going to. Ash is still like the whole time just still staring down this fiendish frog, and he's gonna take a step this way to stay within range. And then okay, cubes always confuse me, but he's gonna cast he's gonna cast Thunder Wave,
Okay.
and he doesn't care about who's in the vicinity. He just wants to.
So you want to cast it centered on self?
Is it? I think it's automatically centered on itself.
I give an option because I've had plenty of tables where they say, well, I thought you could cast it on a face. So you can either cast it on a face or center it on yourself.
Ooh.
Does not matter to me.
Okay. Yeah, I want to center it on the big fiend guy right here.
Okay, so you want to cast it out from you?
Yes.
It'll look like somewhat like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll have to make a con save.
A 3 and a 5. We love to see it. Go ahead and roll me all of the damage.
Perfect. So they take 6 thunder damage.
And are thrown backwards.
Yes, thrown back 10 feet, I think. Yeah, 10 feet away from me. And I blast them back.
Yeah.
The whole time we're just growling, foaming at the mouth, and just, I think, yeah,
Oh,
that's
6
another
points?
turn. I can't
Okay.
move anyway.
The frog with the horn begins to lose its horn and shrinks in size. Bubbles' small body is regurgitated and ends up on the ground. The little frog lies unconscious, and it seems to be like regurgitating some black oily substance.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, that's another turn.
Okay. Yeah, this little guy here, he's I'll give him a snail. He's unconscious.
Why is there a wolf beast in here? I was in a frog's mouth for 2 minutes and this thing's hanging out.
This one, he's going to attempt to attack. Sorry. It's a 7. Doesn't do it. Nellyanne, what do you want to do as your little baby red superhero frog is on the ground?
Just unconscious, correct?
As far as you can tell, yes.
Okay. Let's see. She's gonna use her action to chug her healing potion.
Bonus action.
Bonus action. Never mind, because she wants to use another bonus action, so she's not.
No, you can do that if you want to. It's just the availability for your healing potions I allow if it's on your person to be a bonus action if you want.
Okay.
So if you want to use a different bonus action and just make that your action, sure.
Okay.
I'm down with that. You know, like grooving. Yeah.
Yeah,
just
it's
realized
like
the
jazzing
music,
it
I
up?
know.
This reminds me of like Persona 5 battles. I just
Yeah, it
realized.
really does.
I was like, you know what? I feel like this show can get a little jazzy and it'll be good.
It just reminds me of like lo-fi space anime beats.
Yeah.
Okay, can I? I'm so
It's
sorry,
so
Joel.
gorgeous,
It's okay.
Bianca.
What do you
Argument
wanna do?
purposes, What Nelly wants to do is, Sorry has mentioned that she definitely wants to take one of these back for her date. And Nelly would like to move over to the unconscious frog. I'm just gonna keep throwing animal handling out there. She essentially wants to wrangle now this small frog, whether she has to use her like whip to tie it or whatever, like shake out the black ooze, whatever it seems like is gonna ease. Well, camera, hello, to subdue this frog and at least just have it tied within us to hang on to it to take back to her barista friend. I don't want to do any damage. I just want to be able to like be like, now you're tiny, you come with me. And kinda, like,
Sure.
scoop it up, you know.
Yeah, roll me animal handling
Sweet.
with advantage
She scoots
because
over.
it's unconscious.
Heck yeah.
And it's just like blah, all this black oily ooze out of its mouth. Just blah.
Please. Go. 15.
Yeah, it's unconscious. You now have a very small frog, which is
She,
kind of like
like-
the size of your torso.
Yeah,
So-
for like story purposes, she's like gonna take her like whip out and like tie its little legs and like hook it onto her belt and be like, sorry. Gotcha. Right there. All right.
You're a real one there,
And
Nelly.
then bonus action gonna use her healing potion.
Okay,
if that's
absolutely.
okay. Are these
It is 2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus 2?
Nice. That is not the right formula, so that's
I did not do
probably
that.
what just happened. Roll it again.
I don't even know how that
Yeah, like
worked
how
out.
did that work? There you go. 8, much better.
Much better.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
Nice.
Excellent.
All right.
Anything else, Nelly?
No, this is her goal, essentially.
Cool. Glomp!
All right. Glomp cracks his neck. Time enough for this chicanery to end. I point at Blue Frog, which I think was the one I bet on.
Yes.
And I
Wait.
I think it was do I see the frog's eyes?
Yes.
I whisper, I said not to fuck me. And look at what you've gone and done. And I cast Chaos Bolt.
Okay.
So I make a spell attack. So get +5 to this. Come on, baby. 12 to hit.
Does hit.
Thank God. Okay, now I roll 2d8 and a d6. Oh, that's okay, but that's all right. So I've got a 3, a 1, and a 6. The 6 is on the d6. So it's gonna take that damage, but I get to pick one of the d8s.
Yes.
And on a little list I've got, I get to decide what damage it has on it now. So I'm gonna decide that my Chaos Bolt today is going to deal fire damage to this.
10
to this
points
frog.
of fire damage. And yeah, you incinerate the poor frog, and it shrinks down to size and goes bleh, bleh, as a sizzle and pop of the black, oily ooze comes out of its mouth, and it flops to the ground, unconscious.
I put money on you, and I don't even believe in money. Glomp uses his action to run up to the frog and put his hand on it like it's an American football touchdown.
Okay. Excellent. Yeah. This leaves.
Yeah. I'll use bonus action actually because I've still got one of them. I'll use bonus action just to I'll run under the table and use my bonus action to hide.
Correct. That table is technically not there since we had a racing.
Oh yes,
area.
you're right. Oh,
But sure, you can hide.
Can I? Yeah, I guess I'll just hang out. I'm chilling.
Yeah, I just blasted you with fire. It's all good. So Violet 1 here is going to attempt to attack the Wolfman.
Yep.
Wolfman. It is an 18 to hit.
It doesn't hit. My AC is now a 19. And
With
then I
the
probably
plus
grab
one?
its,
Yeah.
I probably grab its tongue as it tries to lash out at me and throw it back.
We are an anti-tongue squad.
Anti-tongue squad. Skotos, what do you want to do?
Well, first, I must commend the fact that Glomp is aware of the word chicanery. However, I'm not entirely sure you used it 100% properly.
Oh my god.
Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and use my bonus action to move my hex over to the purple frog.
All right.
And then, oh wait, I can't technically do that unless the other frog is dead. It's not dead, right?
It's fine. You can move it.
Okay, that's fine. And then I shall, of course, do everyone's favorite Eldritch Blast. 15 to hit.
Does hit.
Fantastic. 4 force damage. Why am I getting such
4
terrible rolls?
plus hex.
I know.
Yeah, plus hex. Of
For
2.
6 total. Okay.
I go
I'll be right back.
2
I'm
and
into
1.
the bathroom. Y'all keep going.
Yeah,
if
we were
that's
gonna
all
break right after this, but yes.
Oh, never mind. In
it's
that
okay,
case, I can
because
hold it.
I also
I'm
need to.
That's it for me. I'm good.
All right. Sorry. 2 combatants on the field. What do you want to do?
Yeah, you'll see Sari kind of maneuver around, kind of back towards Ash. And as she's bringing the sword down on the pink one, she's gonna say, You still smell funny. I just need you to know that. Ah!
He turns around like,
I'm gonna reckless attack this. Oh,
24. Absolutely hits
8 damage.
for 8 damage.
he turns around and goes, I'm covered. Okay, listen, I haven't had a bath in a bit. The fur, it comes out sometimes. Just, can we talk later? They killed Bubbles.
Sounds like Ash.
That's my turn.
All right. Sleeping frog is sleeping. Unconscious frog is unconscious. Ash, what do you want to do? Sleeping frog is sleeping.
Ash is going to attack the purple frog here, and as he's attacking it, he's gonna say to Sorry, I think it's really weird that you still bring your grandma to school, and he's gonna and try and headbutt this frog.
What did he say about grandma?
It wasn't my choice.
11 to hit.
11 just hits.
And like how I'm gonna flavor it, it's gonna be like a headbutt, but it's still his fist. But kind of like as he grabs it, you see the gauntlets kind of turn back into liquid metal and then go up his head and turn into like almost like a metallic headband.
Yeah.
He slams his head into it for 12 points of thunder damage.
Okay. Yeah, it explodes.
Wow.
You hit it so hard that it goes, all this black oil comes out of it here. I'm not gonna explode the poor guy. He's gonna end up on the ground, just covered in this black oil.
And he like turns around like feral with the black ink like ooze dripping off his face.
Ew.
His face, this purple one.
Yeah.
And that's gonna be the end of my turn.
Yep. Unconscious frog is unconscious. This is the last one here. It's going to attempt to attack. Sorry. Is a 17 to hit for 3 piercing damage, rounded down to 1.
Yeah.
And you are grappled. Ah. That's it. That's all it gets to do. Nelly, you've got a unconscious frog in your hands. What do you want to do?
Okay, so she's, how do I say this? So she's like holding onto the frog, so she's not gonna be able to like pull out her short bow again to like do a shot.
Unless you plop the
But-
frog to the ground.
I don't want to let him go. I can't.
Okay.
Because Sorry wants to.
All
We're
right.
gonna keep him. We gonna keep him. So she's gonna hobble. She's gonna under one arm with the frog. Hobble over this couch, which is not actually a couch here, but still. Boop. And she's gonna draw her little dagger and just essentially try to poke this one from behind.
Sure. Frog under one arm. You stab out.
Guess we didn't add a dagger to her sheet.
It's okay.
She's going to now because she's got the ability to do that with roll 20 by pulling over an item called a dagger onto her sheet.
Wow, that's whoa.
And then she can
Thank you, roll
conveniently
20.
click
Wow.
that item.
No, we don't thank them. We
Oh
don't.
no!
No.
We don't thank them until they
Double nat.
sponsor us. But yeah.
Wait, I take that back. I take that slightly back.
Yeah.
Fuck you, roll 20.
A thick frog leg kicks your dagger arm, and the dagger goes off.
She's just
no.
angrily gonna furrow her brow and pull this good luck stone out of the collar of the frog she's holding and be like, why did I come to this night out of school? I swear to God, I was so much better at it. Just muttering. at this
Excellent.
frog. How tall is this frog, by the way? Like, how big is it?
It's small. It's a
Instead
frog.
of a dog.
Like it's like they go back down to regular frog size. The tokens are just large, right?
Oh, okay.
Larger than like real frogs. Glomp, what would you like to do?
Glomp sprints around Ash. I think Glomp is potentially. Actually, could I quickly do an insight check to see if I know if it's Ash or not?
Sure.
That's gonna be like a 10.
It looks like whatever this is wearing the same thing that Ash was wearing, but different.
All right. In Glomp's head. It's like, all right, either this is Ash and everything's fine, or it's not Ash and I need to impress it to make sure that I'm not eaten next.
Right.
So then Glomp's gonna run around Ash screaming, I'm a hard man, I'm a hard man, I'm a hard man, and go and headbutt the frog that's left.
Right. Okay. Roll it.
I'm a hard man, I'm a hard man, I'm a hard man. 20 to hit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Excellent. Unarmed 1d4. 3 damage.
Blap. And as you headbutt it, it out all this oil onto you here. And we watch as not only that one, but also Sleeping Frog. Sleeping Frog goes and also shrinks down in size as it belches out all of this black oil. And I would say the combat does indeed complete itself here, and we will absolutely do the aftermath in just a moment, but wowee, do I need to use the restroom, so I'm going to just go ahead and hard cut this to a break. Thanks for joining us on the first half of Strixhaven. We'll be right back. I have to pee. Welcome back to DieFall Presents Strixhaven, Curriculum of Chaos. We fought some frogs. It's a little wild right now. I'm going to just go ahead and pull that up. It's great. And as we're examining the scene, and the rest of the shop, the coffee shop is returning back to some semblance of normality. We watch as apparently the acid of the frogs that never touched Skotos absolutely totally affected him anyways, and we draw a card that called the oops. Did it just go away? I deleted it. It's the ruin card. It's gone.
What?
It's
I
the
don't know.
ruin
I
card.
think if you delete it, I think you should redraw.
You want to draw
Ruined
again?
itself.
Well,
Which is so
okay.
much worse.
Sure.
Uh-oh.
You lose a memory. It's the fool card.
Okay.
So what memory do you lose?
Oh, fuck.
As you fight these frogs, you can lose any memory. Just let you choose.
Oh, this is harsh, but it feels so good. I'm gonna lose the one memory of both of my parents saying they're proud of me when I got into Strixhaven. That's the only time they've ever said that they're proud of me. That's the memory that's gone.
Why is that your go-to?
Because
That is
I
so
like
good.
I like the drama.
That is really good.
As
That
you
is really
approach
good.
this tiny frog, you feel intense loss, Skotos, as it feels like your parents have never really truly been proud of you.
This is where your villain arcs begin.
Right?
No, what are you
That's when
talking
we
about?
find out
This-
Skotos is
I
the dark
started as a
one.
villain. No, I started as a villain. This is my redemption arc. You have to get the villain arc in the prequel.
Yeah.
That's where I was at very expensive prep school, and I was the bully.
Ah, yes. So we find ourselves surrounded by these fallen frogs who have returned to their normal size, and it seems that in their throwing up of the various oily products, they have also lost their shining, shimmering splendor of multiple different colors.
Ash covered in black oil thing and still in like Wolfman mode, kind of like just sadly walks over to Bubbles and like collapses to his knees and just holds Bubbles in his arms.
Poor Bubbles.
I'm going to pick up the orange frog and just be like, well, luckily I was able to save one.
They all seem okay, if just a bit unconscious. They're all breathing
cool.
tiny little frog breaths.
Cool.
Can
I would
walk
like
in
to
for a sec?
attempt to gather up as many as I can.
Just hold a bunch of frogs? Sure. Everyone around. You've got 3 frogs.
Awesome.
3.
I'd very much like to walk up to Ash and just sort of. Are you kneeling on the floor, Ash, at the moment?
Yeah.
Right. In that case, I can reach up and put my hand on your shoulder and go. I really didn't know that monkey particularly well, but I can tell that he meant a lot to you. So if there's anything that we can do, you just let us know, all right? Because that monkey, amazing distraction, and like we've really got to give credit where credit is due. Without him, might have lost my shoes. So thank you for his service.
Glomp, you are a terrible orator. I do not believe you know exactly when to say the right things. You could have just stuck to sorry for your loss.
No, this guy with all the frogs. He's got all the frogs. What are you doing all the frogs, you thief? I like your style.
I'm trying to figure out why the frogs, why this happened to them. This is a school. I'm trying to learn.
You're right. This doesn't normally happen to frogs.
Sorry dips her hand in some of this goo and like lifts it up. Glump, doesn't this look a bit familiar?
No. It does look familiar. No licking. Sorry. No licking. Sorry, please. It does. I get my vial of dark goo out from my coat pocket and go. Sorry and I, with a bunch of other folks, like fought a treasure chest that became a monster, and when it expired, one of your big words, it left a lot of this goo behind as well. So I think, I don't know, I'm putting some pieces together in my old noggin, but this is more than a coincidence.
Ash like slowly stands up, still cradling Bubbles in his arms, and walks over to Glomp and just says, I can see if I can figure out what that thing is. Do you mind?
I hand the vial to you, Ash.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
And I guess above game, would I be able to use identify on this, or would it not count as a thing that I could use identify on?
You can certainly try.
Okay. So I go over to like a table, like clear everything off of it, and first set down Bubbles very gently, and he kind of like places his hands on the table, and the gauntlets, as he like slowly reverts back into more humanoid form, like you see the hairs retract and his fangs return back to normal teeth, and like he maybe shrinks about an inch or two and becomes a little bit less broad-shouldered. You see the liquid metal that turned into like braces for him return to liquid metal and turn into like a ruin on the table, almost like it looks like a fractal ruin kind of thing. And he sets the vial in the center of it, and I'm gonna ritual cast identify.
Okay, you'll take the next 10 minutes to cast the spell. While this is going on, what is everyone else up to?
I think Nelly has probably pulled like a loose strand from her sweater, probably falling apart all the time anyways, and has tied like a little bow around this frog's like neck that she has, and gives it, like goes over to Starry and gives it to Starry. And she's like, so what you're saying to me is this ichor stuff and that ichor stuff, point to the vial, same thing?
That is inconclusive, as I have not been able to put either one in my mouth, but upon a visual inspection, it seems to be so, yes.
All right. I wonder if your, friend, friend, the barista that we both are fond of. I wonder if she'll know who put together this frog race. Because I'd put money on the fact that whoever put this little riggedy race together might know.
You are so smart. Do you have an empty vial for any chance?
Nelly does not have a
Sure,
vial.
you got one. You're at school.
Oh, she chugged that healing potion, so
Yeah.
she's like, I mean, would that work? I guess. I mean, there's probably some residual still in there, but I'm
And
sure
I
it'll
just
be
kind of like
good.
wipe my hand on the rim of it to like just kind of get the goop in there. It's very scientific.
The newly acquired goop smells slightly sweet, which the other did not.
I say this out loud.
Interesting. Maybe this is the second course of our dinner date with Destiny. This is dessert, and then we'll go back to starters afterwards. No, not really feeling that.
No, I'm not really
feeling that
feeling
conclusion.
that. No.
All
It
right, I
makes
was
perfect
just,
sense to me.
I was just spitballing.
Personally, I feel that your conclusion might be right, but once again, your analogy is definitely wanting. I'm not sure you've ever been to any very fine dining restaurants if you think that's how it goes. But they do appear linked.
What'd the other one smell like if it didn't smell sweet?
Ash at the moment is doing an identify, but once they're done, we'll have a whiff.
Ah, so okay, all right.
Oh, Ash,
His eyes are like
if you-
crackling with lightning as he's like
Ash,
staring
once
down.
you've stopped doing the you give it a sniff for us and let us know like what the scent of it is. I'm playing a very mournful song on my castanets for
And you can lick it.
Bubbles.
Shouldn't we just
Sorry, I'm not
take
gonna
this?
lick it.
Shouldn't we just take this to someone who is Witherbloom, perhaps even just a second tier or something? Wouldn't they be more informed?
Scott, just
No?
give me a
Okay.
second. I'm nearly done. I'm figuring it out.
I meant
takes
for just the
time.
frogs. I don't know anything about.
Oh yeah, we should see
Other
something
stuff.
about the frogs. They're probably not having a good time.
Yeah, is there anybody who was over here previously with the races that, I mean, the entire room was here watching the race and then they all kind of skedaddled
Yeah.
and these frogs got big. Is anybody like kind of looking back or coming back over?
Yeah, that's kind of what I've been arranging. I've been arranging them somewhat
I see you,
around the
Quintilius.
area. You don't see anything.
Out of character, I see you, Quintilius.
Oh, you do. In fact, actually, this is the more perfect portion to do this as
Oh no.
What?
Oh.
Wait, is this mine?
this is yours.
Oh.
This is yours as I get it set up on screen so everyone can see it. Let's not break it this time, Joel. This is the rogue card. An NPC has chosen you as their distinct enemy, and they will do anything and everything in their power to ruin you. I think we all know who it's going to be at this point.
Nice to see he's on the same page as me.
And it looks a little bit like Quintilius Antifian Melantor the Third as he glares. Our camera watches as he glares. As the rest of the students come over here to kind of see what had happened, to congratulate you on fixing the problem, right? So
Can I Chris point at Quintilius and do that and cast True Strike?
Oh my god.
yeah, sure. Why not? Xanther comes
won't-
in. Yeah.
There won't be a fourth. There won't be a fourth.
He looks at you, and then with a flourish, stalks away. You are now officially enemies with Quintilius Antifian Melantor the Third.
Oh, no words have ever been uttered in a game of D&D that has made me more happy.
Xanther comes in and says, "Hey, everybody okay back here? That was kind of scary. How are the frogs doing? Is everyone all right?"
Frogs are fine. They're just having a bit of a kip. We're a little bit beat up, and we do have one dead monkey.
Speak for yourself. I'm fine.
Well, you stood in a corner and cast, admittedly, very weak Eldritch Blast, if I might say so myself. They look nearly transparent, Skodos.
First things first, you were inside of one of these frogs.
Yeah, doing reconnaissance. Have you never heard of an inside man?
I just want to clarify here as well. Skodos is naked.
Wait, I thought. No, wait.
Oh, we didn't do the ruin card. I forgot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Calm down.
I was like, wow, he's like,
Whoa,
we're just
Joel.
doing this.
Calm
I'm
down.
sorry, I
Those
forgot.
are bold words coming from someone not wearing anything.
Yeah, I was like, man, this guy is really just out here.
To be fair, that would not have changed how Glomp interacted with him in any capacity.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
Okay.
But like,
Whoops.
but apart from that, Xantha, love your presence, by the way, big fan. Apart from that, we're all right, I think.
Right. All right then. Well, do I need to take the frogs back outside, or they
Oh, the red one won.
The red one won. Right.
That's true.
He comes over and to Nelly and holds out the sack of coins where
Nelly
all the
is
bets
just
were taken.
not even concerned with counting it. Takes it. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Can I also keep the frog? I mean,
I mean, we just kind of found them outside, so yeah, I suppose they were all grouped up together, munching on something.
do you know who? Wait, what were they munching on?
I don't know. It was like this black mushroom-looking thing.
And she's gonna look over it. Sorry.
As I said, we should definitely check out with someone from Witherbloom. I look around.
No one in the room associated with Witherbloom right now.
That's what it looked like.
Yeah,
Jeez.
for the moment.
And then
Yeah.
I'm just gonna tuck her money bag away. Oh,
So you have all these frogs. The students are kind of standing around looking at what transpired here, all the black gunk on the ground. What do you want to do anything else here? What do you want to do with these frogs? Ash, you have completed your ritual at this time if you would like to return to the group from your table.
Yeah. So I'll come back. Did I notice anything? Did I learn anything about this biome?
Sure. Definitely magical. It has significant transmutation properties. You are not sure, even with the identify spell, what did it. There is definitely a spell involved. And this is the original one. It was mixed with a leather conditioner.
Okay. Oh, okay. Okay.
I'm sorry, about what?
Leather conditioning product, much like a lotion, but to utilize on leather products to keep them conditioned.
Oh. Perhaps this one, holding up the new vial, is mixed with some kind of food reagent or something, so that it would encourage the frogs to eat it. And the leather conditioning, perhaps these are being passed off as something else that isn't. Because we did find it by the boxes over in the acting area.
That does make sense. These frogs were definitely very food, I guess, oriented. So that does make sense. They would need some food to.
Frogs do be eating.
They do be eating.
When you said that you found this other one with them live the players, you know what I'm talking about?
Players,
Yeah.
yes.
Was any of them wearing leather? Maybe.
Oh. I think back into my mind palace, which is very, very small, but
More like a
more
mine
like a
cottage.
cottage.
Same wavelength.
Same to you. I cry. Moving, love it.
Okay, you cast your mind back into your mind cottage. Were they wearing leather? You do remember that some of the costumes did have leather components to them, most of them straps of some kind. But it was
I
not
relay all of this.
limited to like one person. It was just on the costumes themselves as part of their whole thing. It was likely they would use leather conditioner on those or the trunks and things like that.
So perhaps we shouldn't target the people, but perhaps where they got the conditioner from. and we could ask whoever organized this where they got the glowing potions from. I'm guessing that is what they tried to do here.
If I may interject, I found them outside. They were already munching on those mushrooms, and when we captured them up, they started glowing afterwards.
We should go and have a look at them mushrooms.
Oh, they ate them all.
Well, that is an whereabouts outside were the mushrooms, though? Because maybe there's, I don't know, traces?
Honestly, it was right outside. It was kind of suspicious that there would be so many frogs in one location just right outside the cafe.
You just brought them into the back, glowing frogs, didn't think anything of it?
Yeah, I'm gonna race them.
Damn, Xantha, you make come to this school worthwhile, I tell you.
Oh,
I
thank
tell
you. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
I really like this guy. He's great.
Do you know my name, by the way? Do you know?
Glomp, we met on the first day at your orientation.
I just want to check. I didn't know if I was. Glomp was like, oh my
buddy,
god, Xantha knows who I am.
We should get some drinks later. Catch up. It's been a little while.
You know what? Let's do that.
Yeah.
Me around like 8 or something like that. How about that?
Right.
Anyway, after the flirting,
What?
we should get to the bottom of this.
He like looks at what?
I cast True Strike on Scholars.
Yeah, once again, I believe that we should just go see someone from Witherbloom. This seems like what they would know. Or maybe someone from Lorehold who has maybe some experience in understanding where things are traced back from. Maybe that doesn't involve licking things. Just a thought.
I will say licking things tastes such a very good way to identify things. So I don't think you should totally shoot it down, even though Sorry does do it quite.
Justin knows
Thank
this,
you, Ash.
but Scottles does not.
I hate to agree with him, but I think Scholars has a point. We should probably go and have a chat with someone.
I think perhaps on our way to go to Witherbloom, we go investigate this area.
I do think that's a good call.
Two
Let's
birds,
Pointer we
one
can bring
lick.
to.
2 birds, 1 lick.
2 birds.
Sorry, are you still trying to make that a thing?
It's gonna be a thing.
I tried to make that a thing in my mouth, and it did not come out in any way that I was happy with.
Wow.
Out of character. Do you all understand what you're saying?
Fully, baby.
No, and that's
Fully.
how we're in character.
No,
We
I just don't know.
I have to. I take 1 step out of myself when I'm in character, and I just leave my mind behind. I'm disgusted. Every day I'm disgusted by what I return to.
True method actor.
I think finally Alina comes back, the person who runs this place.
Oh yes.
Students, what are you doing? Mina, I've been waiting on drinks at the front forever. There's been such a commotion back here. What is going on? Glomp, what did you do?
Glomp did not do anything, all right? And as much as I'm sure that this would be a wonderful time for us to have one of our classic chats, our classic combos, we've got some investigating to do. These frogs got big, they started vomiting everywhere. It was a whole time. I punched one of them. I'm a hard man now. I threw some fire at another.
Yes.
Glomp.
All right. Thank you, Ash.
Glomp, have you studied for your test tomorrow?
See, every time someone reminds me of the test becomes real. And I don't appreciate that, Mina. I'm sorry, you're not Mina.
No, but it is very real, and it's for all of you, right? You have your physiologies exam tomorrow?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I guess we do. Do we? How about we will go do this test, prison, and then we can return and do our investigations. How about this?
Good. And now give me Mina back. Stop making all this trouble, Glomp. She has work to do. And Mina's kind of like, sorry.
I reject.
Yes?
Nelly like nudges sorry when she says sorry.
Yeah,
she goes,
she's like,
oh,
Mina, may I have a word with you off here to the side for a quick second? I know
yeah.
you're
Alina
busy.
looks at you, just looks at you. Goes,
It's like, I'm busy.
make it quick. Yeah, and you like Mina kind of go off to maybe one of these like
Hanna-Barbera.
side quiet rooms.
Ooh.
Ooh.
How tall is Mina? This is important.
How tall is Mina? Mina is like 5'7".
Okay, I'm 6 foot tall.
Mm-hmm.
I am all deer leg. I'm like, so Mina, I picked this particular one because this one, when it was glowing, it was the same color of your eyes, but it's not glowing anymore. But it's got a really cute little bow on it, and I present the frog.
Oh. Also, this is what Mina looks like.
Oh, they're hot.
Oh, I see.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Yeah. Mina's a cute.
Yeah, they're hot.
She looks at you. You actually did it.
Of course.
Well, that's very kind of you. Sorry, I didn't expect that. Are you right? You look a little kind of like it's like acid burns on you there. Do you have a little?
Oh, ow, 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 ow.
Here.
Can you help me?
She pulls out some like little bit. She's like, I get burned on the coffee machine sometimes, and so she just like pulls out this little salve, and like on your tiny little burn boo boo, puts a salve there
My
and
one hit
wraps
point
it.
of damage.
Yeah, wraps it with the bandage.
Oh.
You have to be more careful. Sorry.
I'll try. Thank you. It was just really important to me that, I keep my word.
You really brought me a frog. I'll be honest, I don't know what I'm going to do with this, but you know what? I'm going to keep it and name it. I'm going to name it Apologies.
She just blushes. Her ears are standing straight up. Oh, I like that name. That's a nice name.
And I did promise you a date if you brought me a frog.
Oh, you remembered.
I did. It's like hoist the frog. It's like just coming out like back to consciousness here. It's like
The eyes are like blinking.
yeah.
Open.
It's kind of hard to forget when you bring it like this. I'll stop by later and we can chat. Though, if Alina's right, you have a big test tomorrow.
Oh, don't worry. I ate all my notes.
Sorry, I'm not sure that's how that works, but if it works for you, great. You
I'm very good at one spell, and it is precisely what I use it for. Eating notes.
She like places a hand on your arm
She looks
and
dead
looks
serious.
up at you. It's like, you are the sweetest bean. I need to get back to work. Thank you for the frog,
All right.
and good luck
Yeah.
on your test. And we'll have our date after.
Okay. Thanks.
She'll-
Bye-bye.
she'll
I
duck
like
out.
mirthful leaps away.
How'd it go?
I have a date. I have a date. Just punches something.
Very,
I have a date.
very cool.
Punch the couch. Bop.
I cast True Strike on the couch and punch it too. Oh my god.
I love how True Strike has become a cannon now.
Right, I just wanted
I
to...
cast
Can't use
True
it in
Strike.
combat ever, so I might as well just get it to run out.
Most of the students now are filtering away that the excitement and the hubbub has passed. Yeah, and you are kind of left here. Xanther's like, well, I mean, if you want me to take the frogs, I can, or we can put them back in the wild, or I'm not really sure what you want to do with them. I was just gonna let them go after we were done.
I think that would be best.
All
They
right.
don't belong here. They belong out there
In the middle of campus, yes.
in the middle of campus.
Well,
They belong in a small bit of wilderness surrounded by buildings and walkways and traffic.
right, to keep the mosquitoes down. And he'll help gather the frogs.
I have
And,
3 of the frogs.
Yeah, do you give
Oh,
him
yeah,
the
sure.
frogs, or are you trying to keep
No.
any of them?
I'm keeping all of them.
All right, well, one of them is gone because Sari took it.
Yeah, yeah.
Just gonna say that. But you do have 3
There's-
frogs.
Yeah.
And he goes, you don't mind me asking, what are you gonna use them for?
I'm not going to use them for anything. I'm going to do what should have been done in the first place, and I'm going to hand these off to probably a instructor at Witherbloom.
You know, they
Who would
might
know what's going on.
dissect those little froggy fellows if you turn them over.
Don't. Scotus.
Come on,
That's it.
Scotus.
Scotus.
The
It
blood of
will
these
happen.
frogs will be on your hands if you do this.
And they've got really nasty blood. I was inside one earlier.
I was almost inside of one.
You were almost inside of one.
All right, well, you make that decision then. I'm a return. I got my studies tomorrow too. I'll see y'all in class.
See you later. We'll get that drink after the test.
Yeah.
After.
He's gonna go return to the table where Aurora is. And
I'm having a drink with
study.
the coolest guy on campus. Get Glomp. Get Glomp.
Yeah.
You
That'd be
think
really
that
cool.
guy is cool?
That guy's the coolest guy on campus. Yeah. His
He's
name
awesome.
starts with a Z. Stodos.
As an aside, in the book, it literally says he is
I
the
know.
coolest guy on campus. So just as a note.
Yeah, as an annoying rich boy, I don't like the cool guy.
Yeah, obviously, yeah.
To
Oh, yeah, no,
celebrate
yeah.
Glomp's victory, I'm gonna cast Thaumaturgy behind Glomp and just make it say sparkles like Glomp.
Because I'm dumb and petty, I'm going to also cast Thaumaturgy and say, is lame.
Oh,
I don't see this as behind me. I'm
Yeah.
I'm doing my dance.
I'm also dancing so I don't notice.
Oh my god.
I'm just chuckling. Oh my god, that's how he laughs.
Nelly notices and she kind of crosses her arms at you, just like, come on, man.
You all interrupted my studying. Anyway, I'm gonna go back to doing that now.
sure.
We have a test
with
tomorrow.
with pockets full of frogs.
Yeah.
What do you do with them?
They're
You know?
sunshine.
What do
I
you do with
am going to release the orange one
Okay. And
because I let that one be sleepy, and
Okay.
he didn't do anything. I will release the blue one because that's the one I was talking to, and then I'm gonna take the purple one or the whatever one I have. I'm gonna take that to the closest building in the Witherbloom campus, and I'm gonna look for an instructor.
okay. Sure. Yeah. Why not?
Do you think we can talk to the frogs and ask them where these mushrooms were?
Well, currently
Reg-
they're unconscious, so
Oh,
no.
all right. Don't wake them up. That'd be real mean.
Yeah, nothing's worse than being woken up from a nap early.
Especially by
Nothing's worse than
scalpel.
that.
I
Really?
was inside
Yeah.
a frog earlier. And
I mean,
that's
there's
kind of-
that. There's dying. There's failing a class. Come on, there's so many other things. Being poor.
Boy, hang about. Oh, you know
Everyone took
what? You
damage
know what?
from that one.
You know what, Scott? I do psychic damage. I'm done with this. You can do your chicanery and go talk to a Witherbloom person.
Once
I'm gonna go back
again.
to my dorm and think about what you said.
Rather.
Once again,
Yep.
I'm not using deception to gain gain in a political fashion. I'm saying what I find to be worse than being woken up early. Additionally, Glump, it doesn't seem like you enjoy the structure of schools, but you're here.
I mean, it is
I think-
hugely flawed.
I think what we should take from this is the fact that different people have different interests. Am I right, Skodos? Am I right? I'm right. So
Are you?
no,
Are you?
I'm right.
Are you?
No, I'm right. No, I'm right. Because
Right.
She's right.
She's
I'm
right.
right.
She's right.
Very right.
He's right.
So maybe
I
he
cannot
likes sleeping in.
understand the words you are saying.
I am correct, sir. Thank you.
Sir spelt with a U and an H. Let's go.
Each day I'm here, I really my eyes are opened to the quality, the true quality of students here.
Scotus, you stayed in your home for most of your life, didn't you?
No, I went to a school before I came here. I had to prep myself, make sure I was Strixhaven ready.
I don't think you are. I'm just gonna be really honest.
I
You
disagree.
seem
I think
to
I'm
be-
the only one.
Oh no.
Well, for
probably
what it's
not.
worth, you
Most
actually,
definitely not.
you actually seem like you kind of know what you're doing.
Wait. Don't we have a test coming up? How about we just prove who's the best of all of us with the scores of our tests coming up.
Nellyanne.
I like this
well,
idea.
Considering that it makes the most sense that Ash would be the highest rank, it does appear that this is more in his area.
Wait, why would that make no sense?
But why would it? You do inventing stuff, correct?
Yeah.
What's the test on?
It's the magical
on physics.
physiologies exam. And
You said physiology. I thought you said physics.
physiologies.
Oh, I thought you said
Which,
physics.
indeed, that would be the professor you would go meet, Verelda Lang, a dryad professor from the Witherbloom College, who runs that class, would likely be a good choice for that frog. And also, it's specifically about slaads, S-L-A-A-D, and their various different attributes.
I'll make
know
a
about
side.
those.
I'll make a side bet with you, Skodos. Okay? Side bet. It's okay.
Why do people want to bet with me so much?
Because it's fun. Some of us
'Cause you
have
have
fun in
money.
this life.
Yeah.
Because you have money.
So
We take from the rich.
But I
really.
don't want your money. Here's what we do. If I score higher than you in this test of physio, whatever it is, how about you keep the frog as a pet all the time, but you gotta name it Teddy, but you can't hand it over for it to be scalped, But if not, you can hand it over to the teacher and it'll probably get,
And then
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say no and continue doing what I'm going to do anyway.
You're so good at knowing.
Fine. No fun this man.
I'm not here to have fun necessarily. I'm here to get good
We kind of
grades.
caught on to that.
Look at its little frog face. Look at its little frog face.
Glomp is going to slap his hands on his thighs and goes, I have had enough of this no fun, and I'm going to subvert all of your expectations and go study for this test. And storm out.
Does anyone want to study
That
with
is a
me?
surprise.
Oh, Ash, come along. I've got muffins.
Oh, muffins.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, you are. You go study on that test. And I'm gonna actually.
Why do I
Yeah,
think
you're gonna
that?
actually go study?
I'm gonna actually
Glomp,
study.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with him.
But
Okay.
before Ash leaves,
This is a
can-
physiology test. You could have made some crude joke that would be aligned with what appears to be a sense of humor.
But that would be expected, and I've subverted that, haven't I? And I fuck off.
Oh my god. All
What
right.
was Nelly gonna say? I think Nelly was about to say something.
yeah, before Ash travels off behind Glomp to go help study, Nelly's gonna kind of grab his arm and side note be like, "Are you sure you're gonna be okay about bubbies?"
Yeah, I just need maybe an hour or two. I can probably fix him. It just kind of sucks seeing him like this, and he kind of I think he's still definitely got bubbles in one arm.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
if you need anything, just holla.
Thank you.
All right.
I mean,
And she's gonna
just-
shuffle off to go study too. It's a good idea.
And
I mean, I always
so-
have a good idea.
Our studying phase begins.
I love role-playing games.
Work. I love role-playing studying. Let's go.
The day before the exam, you may study the course material. You can use any ability check and skill during the studying phase. Now, we're going to go around and see how you approach the studying phase. Again, this is about slaads, S-L-A-A-D, slaadi if it's plural. Slaadi are aberrations known for their regenerative abilities and magical resistance. They are dangerous and unpredictable, but red slaadi and blue slaadi are the least powerful and don't cast spells. Red slaadi can use a gland under one of their claws to implant an egg into a humanoid. The egg eventually becomes a tadpole that bursts from the host's body and transforms into a full-grown blue slod or green slod if the host could cast spells of 3rd level or higher. Green, gray, and death slaadi can shapeshift into smaller medium humanoids. Green slod usually wields a staff, can hurl both fireballs and other magical flames at its foes. Death slaadi are rumored to have a stench so bad it can be deadly. In reality, they just cast the cloud kill spell. Inexperienced scholars and adventurers sometimes assume that slod is a misspelling or mispronunciation. Calling these creatures salads is indeed frowned upon. And so you begin your
Deeply
studies.
bigoted.
You begin your studies. Ash, how are you approaching your study?
I think he's gonna be looking at it from a magical perspective, it seems like these slides are very magical anyway. So I think that's probably the best way to tackle it. So like Arcana.
Okay. Yes, so you're gonna roll an Arcana check for me, please.
Before I do we have any nat 20s?
Currently, Stella has 1 and Leslie has 2. And that is it. The rest of the board is clear.
Okay.
I used the
used mine on-
two earlier,
used
so I
mine
don't
on
have any more.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah.
So then only Stella has 1. That's it.
I'm gonna roll.
A 22 Arcana. Okay. Yeah. That's
yeah.
good. Yeah. Clearly, you do an excellent job here.
And
So
can I give Glump advantage? Cause I'm teaching, like helping them as well. Kind of like as I'm learning, I'm also explaining what I'm going through.
yes, you are
So we
working
can't-
together.
We can't call them sad. We call them slugs.
Yeah, slugs.
Got
yes.
it. Right. Cool.
You
That explains
actually-
a lot of weird looks I've been getting lately.
When studying together, in a group study, you have advantage on your ability checks. So yes,
Wait, can I roll
you
again?
can roll
then?
again.
Just in case.
Go
Yeah.
on, crit.
A 20, jeez,
20.
a 22. But this does give Glomp advantage on the study of slots.
All right. See, in my head, Glomp does not do, not pouring through books. I know how tests work. I know how the prison, the panopticon that is the educational system operates. We
Yes.
just need to know facts. And so I've got around my dorm flashcards all over like the walls, the ceiling and stuff like that. And I'm just going around jumping, kicking, punching them, getting a fact, hitting it, getting another fact, kicking it, getting a fact, headbutting it.
Nice.
That's how I'm doing it.
Nice. Okay, roll at advantage because you're group studying.
Sweet. Should I use like acrobatics for that?
Sure.
Cool.
As you do a backflip headbutt into the facts.
So we have a 2 or hopefully something slightly better. Okay. 19 overall.
19 overall. Fantastic. Both Ash and Glomp successful in their studies. Keep track of this. You get 1 reroll during your testing phase.
Oh, there's a testing phase.
There's
Oh
a
my
testing
God.
phase.
Studying.
Yeah, there's a testing phase. So you both get 1 reroll for your testing phase. Excellent. Nellyanne, you were studying previously. How are you continuing your studies into Sladi?
Okay. Are there, how do I say this? Are there slotty that are, like, is there a, not to reference any sort of films or anything, but like a department of mythical creatures that is a part of this like school where they would have one of these essentially
To like
No.
physically study?
to show or study, as a teacher would be like demonstrating what's happening with them?
You could go to office hours with your teacher as part of your studies and
Okay.
and do that. That would probably be the best way to get like descriptions or like magical depictions of them as well, right? Physical
Okay.
depictions. They would not have one likely on the campus with first years because they are incredibly dangerous.
Very dangerous. Yeah. Okay. Because my argument is I would like to, so I feel like she's previously just been like taking notes and like trying to like read through the books and stuff, but it's just like I'm so much more of a hands-on. Like I'm
Yeah.
just a hands-on learner. So she's gonna go, if she can, to office hours with this teacher, and try to see if I don't know, if she can pick up any extra knowledge from this teacher
Sure.
during that time there.
Absolutely. I would kind of go on the same line of this being a studying together kind of thing. You go to office hours, you are working with someone to study, so you can roll whatever the check is you want it to be at advantage.
Okay, I was gonna try to lean into perception. If there's like any clues, like
Yeah, so
trying to
you're being
perceive any
you're being
extra-
observant, right?
Yeah, trying to like take on any extra information that these books don't really carry. For her, which there's also so because I'm canny, I get an additional benefit for my perception of choice, and I get to double my proficiency bonus with this, which
Okay.
is a 2. So added 2 on here.
All right. So with advantage, add 2. That's a nat 20. You don't need anything else other than that. You are absolutely successful, and you have a reroll for your testing phase.
She is extremely thankful to her instructor. Like, oh, thank you. I was having a hard time with them too. I just fall asleep all the time. But now that you've like physically shown me what's happening, and like this is
the Dryad, your professor here, Varelda. Of course, everyone learns in a different way. She kind of sways as if she's in the breeze all the time.
Also, your presence is very comforting. I want you to know that. Thank you very much. As she like leaves.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, sorry. How do you go about studying, or do you study?
Absolutely. I take this very seriously. In fact, my grandma won't shut up about it, so I have to study. It is not optional for me.
It's not optional, sorry. You have to study.
One spell. It is comprehend languages. And I can understand any written language that I see, but I need to be touching that surface, so I put it in my mouth and I eat it. And I'm gonna use my nat 20 to make this mechanically work.
So start eating your notes.
Yeah.
Oh my lord. Okay.
Yeah. So you just see this really dramatic scene of Sari in their dorm, and then there's like a stack of papers, and just one by one.
Are you not even gonna look at it first?
Of course, I read it first. I'm like, those are notes.
Those are notes. You are successful in your studies. You get a reroll for your testing phase. Keep track of that somewhere. Excellent.
Hell yeah.
Skodos, what do you want to do to study?
So, fun fact, I did what I said I was going to do. I gave the purple frog back to the professor. And while I was there, I figured I might as well see if I can get a bit of an edge up. So, of course, Skodos being most used to oration, I've decided to structure my notes in such a way where I'm essentially comparing and contrasting these as if they were debate topics, right? One side pro, one side against. However, of course, I'm just saying what essentially each position
Debate
or
Lord
abilities
Skodos. Oh, no.
that each of the slot would have. And essentially what I would do is I would recite these for the professor and essentially just double check to see if my knowledge is lacking in any place.
This is the redemption arc. This is the
redemption arc.
Yeah, he was a little shitter in prep school.
Yeah, so Varelda patiently, like a tree would, without any time or space concerns, listen to every one of your bits there, making notes and adjustments on your ability to differentiate some of these things. But all in all, roll me whatever the check is gonna be at advantage. Okay, so at 20,
does that. Yeah, 20.
Absolutely successful. You gain 1 reroll here for testing phase. Okay. Are you ready?
I guess.
Thanks for that, Ash. Really appreciate it.
I have to take an actual test.
Yeah, you have to take an actual test. Yeah, there's an essay portion.
I've got your back, right? Next time you need something, I've got your back, right? I'll be on your back.
Thank you.
Be a little backpack. It'll be great.
I mean, you can. You seem rather light, actually. I probably could pick you up and carry you around.
Could you carry me to the test? I think that would be a delight.
Yeah, sure.
Awesome.
You just crouch down there. Just kind of holds him like a backpack and just walks through the test.
Clomp whispers to himself, "Oh, I'm a little baby. Oh, I'm a little baby."
Bari is like a few steps behind, seeing this like kinship forming. She is like slowly seething.
Okay. So, we arrive. The test is handed out in front of you here.
All right.
Varelda Lang, your professor. Some of you have studied with her, and all of you have indeed studied. Prepares you. You have 2 hours to complete the exam. It is of 2 phases, a multiple choice section and an essay section. No cheating. I am very observant. Good luck, everyone. You may begin. So, the first set of this test is slot facts. Choosing correct multiple choice answers to questions about red, blue, green, gray, and death slotty is a intelligence/arcana check.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead and roll those, please.
Come on, baby. Big money, no whammies.
I think I got to re-roll early.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to do the same thing.
If you would like to utilize your reroll, utilize it.
I'm using it now. Come on, baby.
17.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
That hurts.
2 7.
2 7s on sorry.
Oh.
Ooh, there you go.
Ooh.
Nat 20 on Nelly. Glomp.
I got an 11 moving up to. I should have given someone Bardic. Sorry, Ash. Go to 12.
12 total. Okay. So 12 from Glomp. Good. Sorry, 2 7s. Unfortunately, not going to make it. 22 from Ash. Feeling pretty confident about that. Skoda 17. Nellyanne 23. 12 and up passes that section of the test.
Cool. Oh, really? Oh, wow.
The essay section. Diffusing SLAD confrontations. Writing a short essay about commonly accepted ways to keep Slotty calm during an unexpected encounter. Insight check.
All right. Oh, yes.
Ooh, Nelly!
I'm gonna.
25!
Did not roll great with that one. Do you have any boons? No.
You have your reroll, right, Ash?
Yeah. I want to use it. Yeah, but
There's only 2 sections to the test.
Can I just,
okay.
Can I quickly just... Ash. I look.
You want a Bardic?
Bardic.
His eyebrows.
Roll me sleight of hand.
Oh no.
Oh, I do not have piss.
Roll me sleight of hand.
I'm finding out how. Okay, come on. 18.
Nice.
Fortunately, you do this right when Verelda Lang is on the absolute opposite side of the room, and she does not notice. Stella, you just got a nat 20, by the way.
I think I think I might want to do some of that cheating as well. I would like to. I realized that I'm just forgetting one of the threat displays of the green slot, and I'm just like I don't remember this exact thing. I remember the other ones. I'm going to attempt to use perception to cheat off of someone near me.
Okay.
Okay, I got a 23 with Bardic Inspiration on my reroll.
Nice.
Nice. Okay.
Oh,
Did I roll perception and then deception?
That's essentially what it is. So you do perception first, and then it's a deception check.
Okay.
Who is he?
20 on the perception.
It does say, however, if you cheat, you can't use any of your rerolls from the studying phase.
I think you already used it in the first
I already used it.
Yeah. So you'd be cheating on the full test.
Oh.
It overrides your previous thing if you choose to cheat.
Oh, that sucks. Because I did fine on the first part.
Sometimes
But if you're
tests do that.
successful
Just take
on
me back to those
cheating,
ACT times.
yeah,
Good on this one. Reading comprehension, not
Let
good.
me see something really quickly. It might come in handy. I doubt it will, but screw it. I wanna. Oh, come on! I've +5 deception, please.
Okay, roll deception.
I rolled a fucking 11. Are you serious? That means I rolled a 6 out of 20. Oh, I'm kicked out.
Full expulsion. Game over. I got a 17 on my section, by the way.
Okay.
Nice.
A 12 and up is successful here. Sorry, did you want to use your nat 20 on this?
Yeah, Sari's like, oh, she's first like, oh, it's upside down. She flips around. Nat 20.
Nat 20. Oh, easy. Ash with the reroll on a 23. Nat 20 for Sorry. Nelly with a 25. Absolutely crushed it. Skodos,
He's old.
you attempt to cheat. You observe someone else's page and begin writing down the answers. Professor Verelda Lang sees you do this. She comes by, snatches your paper up from the desk, and says, "See me after the exam, Skotos. I am so disappointed in you." And she continues
For what?
to walk away. Okay.
I'm acting innocent, baby.
Yeah, that being said, the test, after 2 hours, ends. If you passed one of the sections, you can fail one of the sections, you get 1 student die, and I will explain how that works in just a
I thought you
moment.
said 1 student dies. Wait, hang on.
1 student
didn't know I could
dies
fail one of them.
immediately.
This is Strixhaven.
I didn't
and
know I
Squid
could
Games.
fail one of them. I wouldn't have cheated if I knew I could fail one of them.
Well, now we know.
If you succeeded on 2 of them, you get 2 student die.
This is bullshit.
Okay, and we will work on that. If you cheated, got caught, and failed, you are not successful. You must attend tutoring with a junior faculty member until you pass an exam in a different exam encounter.
I would like to do something that I personally did in school, and something that that Skotos will absolutely do. I am going to complain like a little bitch. I am going to go to the professor after class, and I am going to just plead innocence. The fact that I was here the other night reciting all of this information, there's no way, no reason I would cheat. She was there. She knew what I knew. She gave me pointers on what to recall.
She looks at you, your page in front of her, says, "I saw you copying directly from Glomp's paper."
Little did you know the gloves,
I didn't tell you
drawn little
all of the
faces.
information.
Copied the faces.
I didn't tell you all of the information from why I gave you this frog and asked you to figure it out. There was this annoying tussle thing. But before that, I was studying for this test. And Glump was one of the many students who decided to bother me while studying. If I were to cheat off of someone, that's a big if, because I obviously don't need to, as you were privy to, it would not be Glump. In fact, it would be anyone but Glump. If anyone, it would be, Ash, he seems smart. But Glump?
That's why I
Glump
was...
walks by the window and I go, "I cast True Strike on it and I beat it to death."
As she looks at you, "I was rather surprised as well. You were very good in your recitations." All right, then. She pulls out a separate sheet of paper here and writes down something. It's a different question. And she places it in front of you.
Ah, fuck.
You will sit here and complete your essay. If you are successful in passing, then fine. I will not recommend you for tutoring. But if you continue to fail this portion, I'm sorry, Skotos. It's the rules, and I have to follow them. So, Skotos, this is a different check that is going to have to be made.
Hey, anybody in the chat want to give me a net 20? No one's gonna like my character.
Can I do something here?
Shit.
What do you want to do? Sorry.
I have a card.
You do.
So like Sari's kind of like passing by the window, kind of like cheering Glomp on, casting thaumaturgy after Glomp. Glomp's name is hovering behind him. She like kind of looks in the window and sees Skotos by himself and the teacher. And she's gonna close her eyes, put her hand on Grandma and say, "Grandma,
Yes?
can you give that guy in there your blessing? Listen, he wasn't very nice to us today, but
He's kind of a jerk.
yeah, but you know what? You know what, Grandma? I think maybe he could use some friends. And
I have
You
a
know,
friend.
he doesn't have to know that it's from us or anything, that we're thinking about him, but, you know, maybe it'd be nice if the universe is kind to him today.
Sorry. Sometimes you are too nice for your own good. Fine.
It's all right, Grandma. I'll go commit a crime or something.
Oh,
Okay,
hang
go to sleep. Bye.
Hangs
I'll
up the
cover
phone.
her up and go steal something.
Yeah. So you want to use it here?
Yes, I would like to allow Skotos to pass without getting into trouble about this particular exam.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and grab this so I can use it and put it on the screen. If you don't mind hitting the button.
Yeah. Oh. I have to push button. Let it
You
go.
have to push button. Sorry utilizes their deck of many card, the Fates card, and changes your failure to a pass and removes any suspicion of you having cheated on the exam. The world shifts around us, and instead of Skotos having to go to the office afterwards, he is with you all, celebrating a successful and passed exam. Fates card is really good in the way that you pass both sections, you gain 2 student die, and we're going to talk about what that means, this whole student die thing. Now, you rolled 2 different checks, right? So we had an insight check here, and we had the, if I can pull up my note again,
Just raw in.
the Arcana check. So
Oh, yeah.
what this is, if you go to your tracking sheet, you have your report card for year 1. This is the first particular test that you've taken. You can put
Yeah.
your re-rolls in there if you would like. The D4s you're going to get, if you pass both, you get 2. And the skills are Arcana and Insight. If you passed 1, you get the 1 for the section that you passed. Arcana was the first one. Insight was the second one. Now, what this means is once per day, you can add a D4 to either of those checks.
Yo.
Oh.
All right.
Oh,
That
we
ain't shabby.
list these separately. Like number 1, you would list as Arcana. Number 2,
So
you would list
technically,
as
there
Insight.
are 3 tests in year 1. Now, the way that our show is structured, we're going to be bouncing around a little bit to fit everything into the amount of allotted time that we have. So just put it in the number 1, year 1 slot. That is this particular test. So it was the Magical Physiologies exam on Sladi. And you get the rerolls. You got the rerolls from the studying. If you got your 2 rerolls, you got your reroll, you know, that kind of thing. And you get your D4s. If you passed both, you get 2. If you passed 1, you get 1 for that particular skill.
I was fully writing notes as you were speaking, by the way. I thought like there would be
Oh, like I would
genuine
actually do
questions.
that?
Me too.
Like,
I was like, oh, I'm gonna need to know this.
The red
I was
and
like,
blue
Joel's
are
not
very
gonna do
dangerous.
that. I'm not typing anything.
Well, maybe next time. Yeah, so you pass the exam here, and we go off to celebrate a successful exam completed and do maybe a little bit more diving into what happened with those frogs, but unfortunately, that's gonna have to be next time. Next week, 3 p.m., same time, same place here on Monday. We'll hit episode 3 for this particular show. And I hope you guys can join us then. Let's do some shout outs all the way around. Yes, sorry, does have a date. We're going to have to go through that as well. Playing Ash today, Drac, where can we find you on the internet?
Hi, yes, I played Ash, but usually I'm just me, Drak. You can find me on Twitter at Drakoniques, that's DRAKONIQUES. I assume all over the place, so it's honestly the best place to find me, but my current schedule is on Wednesdays at, not this Wednesday because we're off for a week, but next Wednesday, we're going to be starting with, I believe we're going to be doing part 1 of our Cyberpunk Red 3 shot. We're going to be coming in as Calypso, the solo and Master for Hire, and that's going to be over on Rule of Law at 6 p.m. Pacific. Every other Thursday, you can see me here again at 3 p.m. Eastern, playing Carnifex, the Bloodsworn, the Warlock, Warlord, War Turtle.
Yes.
Every Friday, you can find me over on Q Times playing an All Villains campaign called Parliament of Owls. I play a half vampire elf. Absolutely despicable, the worst person you ever meet. But also this Friday, I'm going to be guesting over on stellaluna's channel. I'll be coming back as Kronos, the deity of time, to play with everyone and go on some time shenanigans. That's going to be a lot of fun. That's at 9 p.m. Eastern, if I'm right. Yep. Right? Yeah, that's everything, I think. Every third Sunday of the month, you can hear my voice on Actually Play podcast called Super Idols RPG, kind of like Sailor Moon plus Pop Idols meshed together, and it's a ton of fun. So keep an eye out for that.
Excellent.
And that is everything.
Thank you. You're a very busy man. Playing Skodos, everyone's favorite warlock. ThyrixSyx, Justin, where can we find you on the internet?
Hello, I'm ThyrixSyx on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube. Justin Tebow 8 on Instagram. I post pictures of pretty flowers. Follow me on Instagram, damn it. Sometime soon, I will likely be changing my name, possibly just down to 6. I'll be easier to find. But yes, if you like Magic the Gathering stuff, follow me on any place there. I'm also trying to up my amount of non-Magic stuff. So Subnautica, Helltaker, recently stuff I played. Stone Shard has a recent update. Yeah. That I'm really enjoying right now. So if you want to see some Stone Shard, that's on my second channel, 6 and stuff. And yeah, follow my Instagram.
Thank you very much, sir. Playing Sorry, stellaluna, where can we find you on the internet?
Hi, hello. I'm stellaluna on Twitch, stellaluna TV on Twitter. You can find me over on my Twitch channel. I do a lot of different things there, namely on Friday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. As mentioned, we run Unbound. It is a game that subverts tropes around mythological creatures and beings that are women, tells these classic stories in a much more enlightening and really fun way. We like to keep it spicy and sexy there too, so if you think smooching NPCs is your kind of vibe, like that's the kind of thing that we do over there, we invite you over, and you can see Drac over there too. But other than that, very special for me this week at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, I'm going to be over at Hit Point Press running a one-shot Heart of Dako. I'm going to be the game master. I'm really excited. I'm the first GM that they've hired out of house, so I hope I do a good job.
You're gonna do great.
It'd be incredible.
It's gonna be awesome.
I'll be playing with Mermaid Royal and also Nomadic, so some really cool TTRPG people.
So sweet.
They're so awesome. I'm super excited. But I'm also here on every other Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern Time for Lapis, where I play my very sexy... Oh gosh, she doesn't have a head anymore.
Skull lady.
She is decapitated and she has a skull for a head.
Yeah.
But she's also a time wizard. And also, Justin is on that game too.
Yeah, I bit her.
You did bite me. And you injected your venom into me.
Okay. I wouldn't phrase it like that, but also I didn't bite. My character bit her character.
A very oral group.
Yeah.
No. That's the other one. This is the other one. Lap dance.
Yeah, that's lap dance. I'm in Rimzon. Yeah.
And we're
Playing
lap dance.
Glomp, the Goblin Monk of Castanet Nature. Spice 8 Rack, where can we find you on the internet?
Hello, you can find me at Spice8Rack on YouTube, Spice8Rack on Twitter, Spice8Rack on Twitch. I'm all over the shop. Yeah, you can find me over there. I'm not doing any sort of like streaming at the moment. Broadly speaking, my most regular thing is appearing on this every single week and having a grand old time. And yeah, by the time that between now and the next session, I should have the first half of my D&D nitpicking epic out, where I nitpick every single D&D reference in the Adventures in the Forgotten Realms Magic the Gathering set. It's going to be over an hour long, and it's the first part of 2 parts of videos. So if you enjoy that kind of stuff, come check that out, baby. And then in January, I'm going to be making some stuff about the nature of revolution in media. It's going to be weird. Yeah,
Are you also going to be shirtless and dancing in that one?
Oh, you better believe it. I'm going to be, well, I was about to say who I'm going to be dressed up as, but that's going to be a surprise.
Oh, yeah, no, don't
but
spoil
I'm sure
that
I'll be
yet.
shirtless at some point.
Don't spoil that yet. Thank you very much, sir. Playing Nellyanne, SimplyJXN, where can we find you on the internet?
You can find me on Twitter, SimplyJXN, no underscore, Instagram with an underscore, and Twitch with an underscore between Simply and JXN. I just kind of do as I want right now.
Hell yeah.
That's my life. But you can find me over here on Runner Robots channel as a part of DieFall, Ruin, Ulrich, the Thirst team.
The oral game.
We have a lot of fun over there. And on that campaign, I almost forgot, Balra, who is a drow grave domain cleric who has, she's extremely meek, and we have a lot of goofy times. And I've got a Death Knight daddy.
You do.
So, come watch. It's not tomorrow, but next week.
Next week,
come
yep.
Check it out.
Thank you very much. And hi, Runaway Robot, you're DM. This is my channel, so you probably already know that. Thanks for being here. I do appreciate that. We will be back next week for this particular show. Lapis is not this week because Thanksgiving, and Ruin starts up again next week on Tuesday and Thursday. Yay! Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you guys later. We're gonna go raid another D&D channel, so hang out for a little bit. Goodbye!
Bye. Love you all.